I'm really annoyed at that.
Harry Potter lived at number 4 Privet Drive with his horrible uncle and aunt and their hateful son Dudley. Harry was often locked in his room, and even though he is a wizard, he couldn't escape because he wasn't allowed to use magic when he was away from school. One evening, a house elf named Dobby appeared.
No, we're keeping the 3 cutscenes because it's too much of a pain to rip it apart.
Harry Potter must not go back to Hogwarts. If Harry Potter goes back to Hogwarts, he will be in mortal danger.
Dobby disappeared, and shortly after, Harry's best friend Ron Weasley and his brothers Fred and George arrived in a flying Ford Anglia to rescue Harry from his prison. They flew him to their home, the Burrow, where Harry spent the rest of the summer before traveling by Floo Powder to Diagon Alley. Harry met up with Ron's sister Ginny and went with her to Flourish and Blots, where the famous wizard author Gilderoy Lockhart was signing his latest book.
Great Scott, is that? No, surely not. It is. It's Harry Potter. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect moment for me to make an important announcement. I have great pleasure in announcing that I will be taking up the post of Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher at Hogwarts.
Ah!
Bet you loved that, didn't you, Potter? Famous Harry Potter. Can't even go into a bookshop without making the front page.
Leave him alone. He didn't want all that.
Potter, you've got yourself a girlfriend.
I suppose your parents will go hungry for a month to pay for all the books you're going to need at Hogwarts. It's the least I can do to help out the poor and needy.
Harry, we've missed the train! The Hogwarts Express left 5 minutes ago! Oh no! What are we going to do? Well, I know that Dad took the flying car to work this morning. It's parked in Charing Cross Road. Okay, it's our only chance of getting to school on time.
Being sure to check that no one was watching, Ron and Harry took off in the old Ford Anglia.
Now all we've got to worry about are airplanes. I can't see anything in here. Phew, that was close. I think we're almost there. Uh-oh, I think the car's cutting out. Come on, car. Come on. Stop! Stop! Stop!
I sent a message to this about football to remind him.
Ron!
Because I forgot yesterday.
Ron, where are you? Over here, Harry! The Whomping Willow's got me! Don't worry, Ron. I'll come and get you. Just hold on. I can't do anything else. Hurry up, Harry!
Okay, since we started half an hour ago, we lost at least half an hour. I do like the fact that the Whomping Willow has a giant Flipendo symbol underneath it, which on the PlayStation 1 I noticed the Flipendo symbol's a star? Or is that just where you is that just the casting point?
I can open chest with the Alahamora spell.
To cast a spell,
The
press
audio's
and hold the
echoing?
left mouse button.
Hold on. Do you guys all hear my voice echoing?
Alahamora!
Jocelyn, try
To climb
reloading.
over low walls, I just have to walk into them. I can use this gargoyle as a target to activate the levers.
I did like how Harry's wand would start lighting up in this one.
This is a save board. Walk into them to save the current state of your game. When you faint, your game will automatically revert to the point where and when you last touched a save book.
No, it's fine. I prefer you mention it, and whether it's your computer or not, just in case it's not. Like, I did double check my mic settings as a result of it, and if my mic settings had been wrong, which they have been beforehand, I could have fixed it because of that. It's much better to say something. No ridiculous glowing platforms of light. No, I think we do get those.
Push it to that ledge.
I just like how this is a luggage with a giant flipendo symbol.
Flipendo! Flipendo!
It's just stupid. It is a big improvement over the first game. I will say that. Like there are very much noticeable changes from the first game that actually are better.
A chocolate frog.
Chocolate frogs replenish some of your stamina. They also taste delicious.
They also move more than they used to, because in the first game they just hopped in place. Now they actually have movement patterns. See? Fucking pain in the asses. We also forgot this.
Alohomora can open up magically locked objects such as chests and secret doors.
Hi, Canada. Also, thank you for the resub, Hannah. I completely, because we were locked in a cutscene, I completely forgot to say thank you. Love this game as a kid, looking forward to this playthrough. I don't remember this one all that much. I think I got...
Good job, Harry. Now, see if you can cast Flipendo on this branch to get it off me.
I don't remember if I got
see
them
a
as they came
sensitive
out,
spot right there.
or if I got them all at once. But I think I got them as they came out.
Flipendo! Thanks, Harry. Much appreciated.
There's a ledge he's standing on. Ron's just like, okay.
Oh, no! Come back! Great. My dad won't be happy that I lost his flying car. Anyway, we better get a move on. We don't want Professor Snape catching us out so late.
Yay.
Not only does Lumos cast light, it also reveals magically hidden things.
You weren't alive around this time when the game came out? No, he's just a chat. No. Stop it before it
To
starts.
jump, run to the ledge and press the right mouse button.
This game came out in 2002, I think I saw.
Harry.
I don't remember I had it. Oh, okay. Isaac saw the note that Fubo
Those
has
are
lost his
birds and
sub.
bots every flavour beans. I should collect as many as I can. They'll come in handy later.
This was around the time when I was at least upgrading my own computer on my own, and I was buying my own
Cast
games.
Flipendo to push the block towards me, and then use it to jump to this ledge.
No, I know you're not. I'm just saying it just in case in advance. I'm more annoyed you can't change the actual volume in the game. You just got divorced in 2002. I like her winky happy face. Oh God, that noise. Can I not change individual? I'm pretty sure I can. This is the input menu. Quick game. Sound and video. Here we go. Drop it by 80. There. We upped the object detail. I don't know what that's going to do. I don't know why object detail was lower. Is that why it's raining suddenly?
This is a bronze wizard card. There are 50 of these scattered throughout Hogwarts. Each time you collect 10 new bronze cards, you're given a permanent stamina increase. Pressing the escape key will allow you to access the Folio Magi and look at the wizard cards you've collected thus far.
Apparently, tab is supposed to be for a map. Let me see. Wow, that's the best map ever. I can totally tell where I am. What the hell was that? There we go. What was that, like, graphic that looked like... I don't know. You're surprised Harry is an X, not a scar? How are you gonna be a scar? Are you mean a lightning bolt?
The rain has stopped. At least we'll be dry when we get expelled. Come on! We'd better get up to the school.
Harry, why aren't you a scar on the map? Fucking hell. I definitely missed the Sony event yesterday, but that's because I was streaming too. But even then, I don't really pay attention to those events until after the fact. And even after paying attention to them, I don't really watch all the trailers. I kind of just sort of pick through them to see what they were showing.
I hope Ron didn't get lost.
And I look at them, and I saw the Final Fantasy 16. I'm like, oh, Final Fantasy 16, I'll see it when it comes out. Because I have, like, I mean, they've changed things drastically in the past. I mean, it looks pretty with what they have now, but it means nothing.
Flipendo!
But I did see the Hogwarts Legacy, and that did make me a little excited, because that game was leaked years ago. And I had seen the videos of it years ago, and I remember even mentioning to Isaac recently, last week, I was all like, remember that Harry Potter open world game that was supposed to come out? Whatever happened to that? I was actually kind of interested in that. And then they showed it, and so I had my squee moment. Oh, thank God they didn't just cancel it. I am looking forward to it. I always thought, even with the leaked videos that I had seen, that it seemed like a really cool concept. It being open world, the fact that you're not Harry, that you can play your own character. Because I think that's all we ever got of it in the past.
It's a nice night now the rain has stopped.
But it does look good. I have no idea what's going to change until then, and for all we know, it's going to end up being a horrible game, but I doubt it. They've been working on it for quite a while. So I have a feeling they're putting a lot of effort and energy into it, and it'll be nice, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. You like the statues of this game? Kind of creepy, actually. They're very creepy, in your opinion. The dragon statues for that we've been dealing with. I mean, they're good. None of this, nothing in the game is very... I like the flat screen of the hallway in the background. You can see it through the doorway. It fades out too quick.
Just over here to the right, remember?
Thanks, Ron. Thanks, Ron, and your broken wand. But I mean, I'm a stupid sucker for the Hogwarts, for the Wizarding World, so the moment that game comes out, I'll end up having it. Will I stream it? I don't know. Probably unlikely. I'll probably just play it for myself, mostly. Because by that time, I'm probably going to be working anyways. Yeah, no, the trailer did look good, but I mean, trailers always look good, in general. And when a trailer doesn't look good, you have a lot to worry about. But yeah.
This is the Hogwarts ceremony chamber.
Oh yeah, I need a new spell for that. Oh God. Okay, let's not go in here. I forget what spell. Oh, the house points. Yeah. I did hear that they teased a God of War. They had a God of War trailer. I didn't see it. I actually completely forgot to look into that. But honestly, God of War never interested me because it was very arcadey hack and slash when it first came out. Similar to like Bayonetta and Devil May Cry, and those kinds of games never really interested me. The last game that came out is one more that I would end up enjoying playing, but I never got it. We just don't have it, and I've never played it. I've seen it barely. I've seen it in that I've seen what it looks like, but I know nothing about the game. Because I've intentionally stayed away from it because I thought it was something I'd want to play. Just still don't own it. Your favorite thing about Harry Potter is the castle. The castle's very pretty. It's, if you've never seen the Order of the Phoenix gameplay, Noogies, the castle's properly fleshed out in Order of the Phoenix. And it's fun to go through because you have full reign of going through the castle. It's fully fleshed out. That game I do have, and we will get to it. Currently, Hogwarts just... It looks like however they decided to design it. It has very, very little bearing on Hogwarts in the movies or in the books or anything. It's just, it's Hogwarts Castle is in PC version Hogwarts Castle. Like, there's nothing reminiscent about it, other than the fact that it's similar in layout to the first PC game. And I believe the third PC game takes this layout and expands upon it again.
The up here, Harry.
But again, it has no bearing on the movie or anything. It's just its own entity.
Finally, there's the portrait of the Pink Lady.
The Pink Lady.
Let's go to bed.
I like how they said the Pink Lady instead of the Fat Lady.
The password. Why would I have the password? Why would I have it? I've been with you since we got here. You're right. I bet I know who would have it.
There you are.
Right on time.
I heard the most incredible story about you two getting expelled flying car.
Hermione, please, we're tired. Could you just tell us what the password is?
Wattlebird.
It's good to see you again, Harry.
There you two are. Brilliant entrance. Got the year off with a bang. Mum's furious, by the way.
You two should hear about the bean trading system we've set up.
It's based on Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
Fred, myself, and several of our associates have set up trading opportunities throughout Hogwarts.
Some of us will occasionally have an item to trade. If you have enough beans, we'll trade with you.
Where are we supposed to get all these beans?
They're hidden all over the place.
It's not hard to find them. You should have enough to start trading in no time.
Has J.K. Rowling touched
It'll
the new
be a
Harry
pleasure
Potter game?
doing
I have no
business
idea.
with you, I'm sure.
It looks like it's probably taking place after Harry, so it doesn't matter if she has or hasn't, because she can't really mess much up anyways.
Once inside the common room, Harry was greeted by the cheers of his fellow Gryffindors. Harry and Ron became Gryffindor heroes due to their little accident with the Whomping Willow. Harry slept well that night and looked forward to his first day at Hogwarts.
Good morning, Harry.
It's time for our Defense Against the Dark Arts lesson with Professor Lockhart. I just love his books. He's such a brilliant writer. Defense Against the Dark Arts on the 3rd floor. Follow us.
I did notice that the game trailer does have the Wizarding World icon attached to it, which I believe is part of her publishing house, so I don't know what that means. But like I said, I doubt she has the ability to mess much up, since it's supposed to be, it looks like it's taking place after Harry is done. So it's not like she can sit there and make a mess of like history that she's already put in place. So yeah, that's the only thing I really care about in general, is because, like, what was it, the last 2 movies, they had stuff from the history that was retcon that was just kind of dumb. But it just sounds like she's not taking notes of what she's already created, and she's just trying to be creative on her own and just gone off into God knows whatever land.
Sorry, I've run out of stock.
I'm just a giant shoulder shrug. I mean, I'm definitely still interested in it. Either way, Gryffindor should start with like minus 10 points because they were late. Why would you fuck with us like that? The game takes place before the series. Well, I hope it's fine. That's all I have to say. And even if they retcon certain things, it's a game. I don't care at that point. I don't think there's much that they could end up messing with anyway, since it's not really story canon, no matter whatever the hell is going to end up going on. I love Fantastic Beasts, don't get me wrong. I love Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts. They're very cool movies with different reasons. I liked Fantastic Beasts. The one that came after it is where a lot of the things broke.
Harry,
I know that Fantastic
Defense
Beasts...
Against the Dark Arts is up here.
Try to hurry, Harry. We'll get to see Gilderoy Lockhart in person.
I know Fantastic Beasts had inconsistencies from the Harry Potter, from the Wizarding World, based on what was established with Harry Potter, but they weren't big enough to really care about, in my opinion. It was the one after that where there was just so many breaks and things, and the story just got so cringy that I just stopped caring about them. Which is sad because I actually like Newt Scamander as a character, and I really liked where Fantastic Beasts was
would
Would
going.
you consider it? What do you have?
I have flubberworm mucus for a limited time only.
Press on the yes button to accept the trade or the no button to decline.
Just because a trailer just came out doesn't mean it's not far in development. More than likely, they started that we know that they started development of the game quite a while ago, and they've already announced that it's supposed to come out next year. Chances it's going to be hitting sometime in 2020. It is. They've already said 2021, so I'm expecting within a year. Yes, they can end up putting some holds on it and releasing it later, but it's very likely going to end up being 2021. I'm hoping that the game is going to be its own thing.
Always glad to sound to you, Harry.
Because I think it being its own thing would make it much more interesting. I don't care how much it like touches on any of the previous stories that were done, but if it's its own thing, I think it'd be a lot more interesting, and it looks like it probably is. Crimes of Grindelwald was a sin for multiple reasons. Yeah,
Hello, Harry.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was.
hello, Nick.
Even after all these years, I still find new secrets in Hogwarts. Here's a special area that you can unlock only if you collect all 40 silver wizard cards. For every 10 silver wizard cards, you'll get a key that will allow you to open one of the 4 locks on the door. See if you can find all 40 silver wizard cards hidden throughout Hogwarts and the grounds.
I would like to get in that room, but no. No, Nick. We are not going to collect all 40 of those fucking cards. Okay, in 1 hour, the new 3080 graphics card sold out in 1 minute. They're already being scalped on eBay for... Yeah, I mean, that's kind of normal-ish. I don't ever buy the newest of the video cards. It's not worth it. And the thing is, the previous generation or the previous 2 generations are just going to be scalped by the Bitcoin miners. So it's like, that's why both Isaac and I have a 1070 on our computers instead of a 1080. Because the 1080s were all being used by Bitcoin miners, and they were incredibly difficult to come across. So I've given up on trying to find the 80 series in the NVIDIA line. If I can run across it whenever I upgrade us, then yay. If I can't, whatever. But I also do comparisons on how big of a jump and how powerful the card is before I end up looking at grabbing it. But when NVIDIA or any of the card companies, usually NVIDIA is the one I pay attention to. Whenever NVIDIA announces a new card or a card line, I mean, I pay attention to the fact that there's a new card line, but beyond that, I'm just like, I don't care. Got 1080, but years after their release. Yeah, same here. There's no point in getting like something like a 3080 right now. You will never use it to its full capacity. And if you do, it's because you're playing an obnoxiously overly detailed game that probably doesn't need to run its graphics as high as it does, and you're running it on ultra settings just so you can like jerk off to your own graphical settings. Because there's absolutely no reason to have one that's top of the line. Like, one of the things I've always done was I was always very good about making computers for myself that could play games, that could play the latest games, but did it on a decent budget, because you don't need to spend a shit ton of money to have a good computer. I think you paid $249 for it. That's pretty damn good. We definitely paid more than that for ours. But again, I mean, like, 1070, I feel like we paid like 3 something.
If I get some patience, dear, you'll have to make yourself scarce.
Do you know what's coming, woman?
Safety first, Harry. Safety first.
Is that why she said that? You're not allowed to be in here when I get patience. Where did she go? Oh. Hey, did you know that you have an overly large staircase in your own infirmary with a singular chest that probably has like, probably has a wizard card. Yep. Your laptop is a 1060 and it'll last you a while. Yeah. The 1070s that we have will definitely last us a while. There's going to be no need to upgrade for quite a while. I kind of figured we were gonna end up skipping the 20 series and we were gonna end up going into like the 3000 series when we upgrade. I kind of figured that a long time ago. What did you like? You might be a bad person saying this, but you like Fantastic Beasts 2 even if the story doesn't only follow. I mean, you're allowed to like it. I get irritated with inconsistencies. That's the main reason I don't like it. Big inconsistencies I have a problem following because it takes me out of the story in the moment. But you are allowed to like something. I dragged Dilzik to the theater because I was really hoping it would be decent. I wasn't expecting it to be amazing, but I was expecting it to be fun, and for me it just wasn't any of that. And it made me sad. I was like, oh. And then when it got to the big reveal at the end, with who was from whose family, I was just like, I hate everything. Especially when one person came in and they said, this is what actually happened. And then someone turned around and they're all like, no, you're actually wrong because this is what happened. I just face palmed. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
You remember where it is, don't you? I'd better get out of here. Filch might be lurking nearby.
Well, well, well. I heard a crash, and what do I find? Mr. Harry Potter and a broken, irreplaceable antique vase.
Argus Filch, the caretaker, was loathed by every student at Hogwarts. Some thought his cat, Mrs. Norris, spied on students.
Honestly, it just fell. What was that?
Hey, what you talking about?
I heard a voice.
Hearing voices won't get you off. I'll mark this down against you. Now move along while I clean this up.
Do you know what a real wizard could do? They could repair that.
Things.
She casts Reparo in front of Filch and just stare at him just like with a blank face while you're like levitating it slowly onto the table. And then once you put it down, he'd be all like, did you wish you could do that? Huh? Yeah. What's it like to have magical parents and no magic yourself? Yeah, you keep sweeping that broom. I sneeze. Hey, yeah. I'm hoping I'm not going to sneeze again. But I feel it. No, Ron. Oh my god. Sorry. Buddy just meowed. Buddy. Yeah, no, Filch is, I forget what they're called. Squiggles or Squiddles or something like that. Something weird. Filch comes from a magical family, but he has no magic. That's why he's the caretaker. It's like Dumbledore felt sorry for him or something. Squid.
Welcome
yeah,
to
he's
Defense
Squid.
Against the Dark Arts. My fame makes an introduction unnecessary, but I'll delight you with one anyway. I am Gilderoy Lockhart, Order of Merlin, 3rd Class. Honorary member of the Dark Force Defense League, and 5-time winner of Witch Weekly's Most Charming Smile Award. Ah, I see you've all bought a complete set of my books. Well done. Today, we shall be learning the Rictus Sempra spell. Rictus Sempra is very useful when stunning certain pesky creatures such as Cornish pixies. Who wants to be first? Harry Potter, will you step down here, please?
Did you say Rictus Sempra?
Okay.
Oh, this is Bastard Ravenclaw.
Clear your mind completely, Harry. Don't even think about me.
and concentrate on the symbol in front of you. See the wand? It's going to move its way around the symbol. At the exact point when the wand passes over the arrows, hit the corresponding arrow key.
I'm sorry,
this
what?
This exercise has 3 parts. You must hit all of the arrows correctly in order to progress to the next round. Ready to try? Round 1, begin.
I'm sorry, did you need actual arrows? He needs actual arrow keys. Are you fucking kidding me?
Very close. Keep it up. You're almost as good as me.
Stupid.
Well done, Harry. You've advanced to the next round. 5 points to Gryffindor. Round 2, begin.
This game came out before, what was it? The
well done,
6th
Harry.
book.
You've advanced to the next round. 10 points to Gryffindor. Round 3, begin. Fabulous work, Harry! Aren't you glad you've learned from the likes of me? You've now completed the exercise. 15 points to Gryffindor. You've learned Rictus Sempra. You didn't do as well as I did the first time, but then, who could? Now, how about a turn in the spell practice arena?
The spell practice arena.
Welcome, Harry Potter, to my famous Rictus Sempra challenge. To complete the challenge, you must find the completion star, which will be found up of this tower. Try to get to it as quickly as you can. If the challenge timer reaches 0 before you have the completion star, you lose the challenge. Along the way, you will find challenge stars. Collecting challenge stars will boost your timer and score. Try and find them all.
Timer?
Try to get the completion star with as many seconds remaining as possible. The higher your score is when you complete the challenge, the more house points I will award you. Ready to begin? Good luck!
He has a
3,
statue
2,
of himself.
1, go! Fire crabs are nasty little pests that like to shoot hot flame out of... well, at you. You can stun them by casting Rictus Sempra on them. Then you can use Flipendo to push them around.
These things are
This
very
indicates
common.
that a fire crab placed on or nearby the symbol will cause something to happen in the world, Harry. Try and use Flipendo to push the fire crab onto this plate.
Something will happen in the world.
Rictus Sempra! Flipendo! Flipendo!
You hate his arrogance? I mean, who doesn't? The statue.
Rictus Sempra! Flipendo!
Hey, no. I need this.
Rictus Sempra!
Stay there.
That's a giant orange snail. Avoid touching them or their
A giant orange
tails.
snail.
The acid that they secrete will burn you. Harry, trust me, I know. Rictus Sempra will stun them, and then you can use Flipendo to push them around.
I mean, we had these beforehand. Like, these were in the first game. Oh, what the hell?
Flipendo!
Oh my god.
Rictus Sempra!
I like how you could just push them around now.
Flipendo!
Sure.
Rictus Sempra! Flipendo! Flipendo!
All these cuts. Oh my god. Harry. Fucking idiot. Oh, we can't do it that way. Yeah, I'll go get this. Two out of 10. Oh my goodness. There's a chest behind up. What? Where? I don't know. I don't care that much about every single little chest. Go in there. Go in. Thank you. Jelly beans. Did you know that students just get jelly beans? Oh, hey, it's our favorite characters.
Are a greedy lot. They will try to steal your Bertie Bott's beans. Flipendo will push them onto their backs and cause them to drop anything they might have stolen. You can also pick up gnomes and throw them around. Throw them into a gnome hole to permanently get rid of them.
What?
That is a gnome hole.
Oh.
This is where gnomes come from and where they go to deposit stolen goods. Throw gnomes into these holes to permanently get rid of them.
It sounds like killing them.
You cannot climb into them.
It's twerking at us. Just, what? Card? No. Jelly beans. I feel like you're sure him, like the one lady did to Alex Trebek. What? When she told her that she makes music for losers. I'm so confused. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yay, wizard card. We need those. We didn't used to, but now we do. Stop it. Stop it. I like how you can actually cast through cages now. Because I think in the previous game, it's like, you saw a cage, it was like, no, your magic can't go through that. Bars. You totally don't need to do this, but jelly beans. I mean, we have 110 now, so. Go in this way. What good is this? Oh, going up here. Like, what good is this? You made it to the second game. See graphics. Yeah, the graphics are slightly better. Gameplays definitely feels better. It's a noticeable difference, which is fun. You stupid little frog. I'm surprised because I don't remember it being this much of an upgrade. I know that the next game is actually even better than this. But yeah, this one's a lot more interactive, a lot more interesting. There's reasons to get a hold of the wizarding cards, especially the bronze ones, because the bronze wizarding cards give you a permanent stamina upgrade when you get 10 of them. Nintendo. Oh man. Up this way. This way. Nintendo. You like how much freedom you get in this game? Yeah, this one's a lot better feeling. It's one of the things I like about doing all the old games again and playing them one after another. You get a very good sense of the improvements that were made, or like in some cases, which is I haven't had so far, but like downgrades. I mean, if I played the 4th game, I think we'd feel that. Because I think you lose all of your freedom in the 4th game, and then the 5th game, they're all like, yeah, we'll give you your freedom back. Rectal Sempra. Like in the 1st game, it's pretty much a linear game. Yeah, this one at least you have more freedom. Oh my god. Make him face himself. No? No? Well, that's surprising. Rap songs for games? Or rap songs based in games? What are you talking about? Told him that she makes video game rap songs, and he says something along the lines of, so you make music for losers? She laughs awkwardly and says, sure, because he basically just shitted on. Wow. That's kind of, that'd be kind of crap to do to someone, especially in, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah. But anyways, yeah, no, it's interesting playing the old games one after another because you definitely feel the increase in the upgrades. I remembered liking the old Harry Potter games and enjoying them, despite them not feeling like they were super difficult or anything. But now I'm remembering why I enjoyed them, is because when you get past the first game, they definitely have their own little charm to them. And even the first game had its own charm, but it was still very, very new feeling. Gimme. Yeah, Jeopardy. And they aired that. That's, I mean... Yeah, well... I mean, what are you gonna do? There also wasn't a whole lot of respect for video games for a very long time. And even now, some people still don't end up respecting them. But I believe it's gotten a lot better, and it's also because it's a lot more mainstream than it ever used to be. Why do I feel like you can get up there? Probably because I have to go up there later, I'm guessing. Let's throw this Potter kid in this one room where he has to jump really far, and if he misses, it's just death. Welcome to Hogwarts, children. We don't like some of you, so we're gonna make sure some of you just don't pass. And by passing, we mean surviving. Go. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, hey, that's interesting. I didn't expect that. Wait, how do I get up there? Probably from here. Welcome to Hogwarts. We like killing children. They also have a 3-headed dog that kills you if you wander in the wrong room, and a tree that smacks you if you try to come near it. Hey, that tree is essential to our biology. We don't appreciate any of your insinuations to the contrary. Just... We also have giant snails with fiery slime that goes behind them, and fuck your children. Oh, you liked having children? Well, that's why you have families like the Weasleys with a lot of them. Because when some of them don't make it, you're not as sad. Because you have others to look forward to. How many of those do I even have? I don't know. Oh no! I didn't foresee this happening at all. Oh no! Totally didn't foresee this. Flipendo, Nintendo. No. Leviosa. Apparently she's made music in the genre nerdcore hip-hop. Oh my god. Look. I think I would make fun of her for that too. But probably not to her face on national TV. Isn't Rectum Sempra the torture curse in the books? No. Rictus Sempra is the one spell that is in Snape's potion book. I think that's the one that basically rips someone up, like physically just tears them, like shreds them. But again, this game came out like years before that book was even conceived, so I have a feeling it wasn't intentional, but I find it funny. What if J.K. Rowling ended up seeing this video game, heard it, and said, wow, that's a really good wording for a spell, I should use that. And she never used Flipendo. Oh, it's Sectum Sempra? Thank you. It's been too long since I've read them or even looked at them, so I don't remember all the spells. It's close enough. What is this? Rectum Sempra. Sempra. It's so fucking close to it. This one flips you, the other one tears you to pieces. Flipendo. Expecto Corona. Expecto Corona. Did we not get it in the... Where are you? Oh. I guess we only need 4 in there. This gives us 5. It's like, fuck you, you don't need all of them. Like, don't I get an overachiever award, though? Like, no. What is the point to these? Are they supposed to be interesting? Wow. I feel like this is a euphemism for sex.
Well done, Mr. Potter. You have completed my Rictus Sempra challenge. The remaining time now becomes your personal high score.
No, I really don't give a shit. Stop it. So like, don't you want to do this again? No! Rictus Sempra is the tickling jink. It's not in this. It flips you upside down. Rectum Sempra is the anal probing spell. Hold on while I position my wand. Closes one eye, kneels down.
How about a trade, Harry?
Why do you look like a really horrible Neville?
What do you have?
I have a silver wizard card. Never even shuffled before.
213!
Up a bargain, but have it your way.
Fuck you, you little bastard!
Harry, the weekly house point ceremony is about to start.
Who the hell are you?
Follow me and I'll show you where it is.
I'm a standard NPC! Following someone I don't know. It's grounds for getting kidnapped. We don't really have many options, do we? Flipendo was in the books because it's how you get someone into doggy style. Stop it.
Would you be interested in trading?
What do you want to trade for?
I have a silver wizard card, guaranteed not to tarnish.
A silver wizard card.
Best, Harry.
Why do I want a silver wizard card? I want a bronze wizard card. Those give me stamina.
Oh, sorry. I just sold my very last item a moment ago.
Shut up then. Don't talk to me. This, I don't know where I'm going. Am I supposed to be following this child? Flipendo plus Rectum Sempra is a good time. Ronald! Well, we can't do anything about that. Damn it.
This door is locked.
Wow.
Would you be interested in trading?
No, I'm looking for that one girl that was all like, follow me, Harry. And I followed her and she just ran off without me.
Interested in trading?
She's probably standing in that hall. She's all like, I went to go get Harry. I told him to follow me, and then I just ran at breakneck speed. I don't know where he is. Don't you need 4 silvers to open that door? No, you need 40. 40 silver cards. We are not aiming for this shit.
Oh, sorry. I just sold my
I don't care.
last item. What do you have?
I have a silver wizard card.
Oh my god.
Never even shuffled before.
No one cares.
Passing up a bargain.
Why is
Have
this
it your
twin
way.
behind me? Who the fuck are you?
Hi, would you consider a trade?
Hello.
God, some
I
of these
beg your
kids.
pardon.
I beg your pardon. Stop it, Ronald. Stop. Leviosa. Ronald. Just fucking hell. This is how this see 40. We need 40. Oh my god. Oh my god. One jelly bean. 2 jelly beans. I'm so glad I came here. Chocolate Frago. I need... Where is that one room? You'd love it if Hermione enunciated her ahs like that. Ronald.
Back to break more valuable school property. I said move along.
Could have walk around like this, waving my wand out in public. It's considered indecent, but fuck it. Ronald, oh my god. It's, where the hell is that one room? Oh my god, it's probably down. Okay, so there's fall damage. Can we get Harry killed this way? Leviosa. Oh my god.
Flipendo!
The fuck was that? Open. Oh, it's because there's a button there. I feel like this takes forever just to find something simple. Hold on. Harry's just going up here. He's like, I'm 12 years old.
There's the portrait of the Gryffindor common room.
We don't care. You don't care. You think you care, but you don't really. Button. I don't remember where the fucking thing is. Maybe it's over here. The little girl went running elsewhere. No, I came from there. Where did she go running? She's like, follow me, Harry. And I think she went down that way. And we just did. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh. You know, you're really difficult to pay attention to. You look like an average person. Which is like a compliment. Even though it's not. I mean, you just sort of disappear into the background like you should.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you who have trouble remembering names, I am Albus Dumbledore.
We forgot who Dumbledore was.
Welcome to the very first weekly house point ceremony of the school year. The house with the most points wins a visit to the Bean bonus room. The length of the visit depends on how many more points they have over the second placed house. Let's take a look at the scores.
It's Dumbledore. Look at Gryffindor.
It appears that Gryffindor is in the lead. Harry, it looks like you get to visit the bonus bean room. Good luck, and remember, you only have a limited time to collect beans.
Only Harry. You get to go visit the bonus bean room, but only you. I remember, it's just like a good idea just to keep running in a straight line. You have a limited time. Remember when you were like, beans, dear Dumbledore, you know what the children need? More sugar to rot their teeth. Oh, hogwash. 50 points to Gryffindor. Everyone's like, why does Gryffindor have so many points? And Dumbledore's all like, 25 points to Gryffindor. I have no idea. Why are they being sent over here? This is becoming difficult. There's not many options here. You know, I kind of want the chocolate frog. Mostly because I sent Harry plummeting off the 3rd floor balcony. And we probably need that chocolate frog. Harry, get the chocolate frog! Oh my god! There we go. Ravenclaw's best house, not according to this game. Gryffindor's best house. Wow, 50 points to Gryffindor.
Harry, there you are. Glad I found you.
Hello, Wood.
Time for Quidditch practice, Harry. None of the other teams have started training yet, so we'll have a good head start.
But I haven't had lunch yet.
You can eat later. Follow me to the Quidditch pitch.
Hit him. Follow me to the Quidditch pitch. Ignore him.
Would you be interested in trading?
After I get my bonus beads, bitch. Chocolate frog. I really hate these chocolate frogs. I really fucking hate these chocolate frogs.
No. Would you be interested in trading? Would you be interested in trading?
Is it a silver wizard's card?
I have Wiggettree bark, free of impurities and bark beetles.
What do I need these barks for? No.
You know best, Harry.
Hufflepuff is for lames. Hufflepuff is for potatoes. I'm a Hufflepuff potato. There we... Yeah. Oh, man. Man. Fucking hell. 1 to 8.
Would you be interested in... What do you have? I have a silver wizard card. Guaranteed not to tarnish.
Sure. She just throws it down off to the side.
We value your patronage.
Stupid Slytherin. Stupid Slytherin. Stupid Slytherin and their Slytherin cards. Standing on the chest, that's what I remember doing. Oh man, that still doesn't work. Brew potions that regenerate your vitality? Ooh. It's been so long I don't remember the potions. Thank you for the jelly beans. What do you want to know is how was Slytherin always getting enough points to be first right up the last week of school? Like, if we're so evil, why were we not getting more deductions? Because they steal the points. That's my assumption. I don't know. Bad guys. Snape just gives them points. I mean, Dumbledore just gives Gryffindor's points. So like, you're Gryffindor, 10 points to Gryffindor. And they're all like, Professor Dumbledore, you can't just keep giving points to Gryffindor. You say what? 50 points to Gryffindor. Harry Potter helped us out again. 150,000 points to Gryffindor. I am really upset by these noise. Logically, for Ravenclaw should be getting more points than they do, but they don't, which means they're not as smart as they think they are, doesn't it? the hell out of my way, Hagrid.
Nice day, innit, Harry? Warthogs are what I'd really like to raise.
Like a really big Jack Black. Harry got out of bed today. Take all my points, Gryffindor. Gryffindor! God. House points. What does it mean when you win the House Cup? I don't know. Such a good house. Why do we care about the House Cup? Gryffindor!
Hey, Harry, want to trade? We buy in bulk and pass the savings on to you.
Oh.
Hey, Harry, want to trade?
What do you have?
I have a Nimbus 2001, the best model available to the general public. Suit yourself. Don't know when I'll have these again, though.
Hey, Harry, want to trade? We have the best value.
What do you have?
I have Quidditch armor,
God damn it,
just
Dwayne.
like the Chudley Cannons wear.
Oh yeah, we
The
want
customer
these.
is always right.
Makes you
even
better in
places like
Gryffindor,
this.
or makes you better in Gryffindor. It makes you better at Quidditch.
Hey, Harry, want to trade?
Shut the
We
fuck
buy in
up.
bulk and
In case you need to know where we are.
pass the savings on to you.
Harry sucked off Ron 150 points to Gryffindor.
Listen up, Harry. We're going to make sure we win the Quidditch Cup this year, and the way we're going to do that is practice, practice, practice. First, a quick recap of what we learned last year.
Please
Of
no.
course, you already know that the red ball is called the quaffle, and it's the job of the 3 chasers to get it past the enemy keeper and into one of the goalposts. But you don't need to concern yourself with that. There are also 2 bludgers flying around, which you don't want to get hit by. But don't worry, each team has 2 beaters who try to keep them away from you. Last, and most importantly, it's your job as our seeker to catch the golden snitch before the enemy seeker does. Since you've been off all summer, let's start out easy. I'm going to throw up a snitch for you, and I want you to try to catch it.
I don't
Sounds
want
easy
to play
enough?
Quidditch, no. Stop it, no. Do I have a speed up button that I didn't notice? Input. Strafe, strafe. Forward. Nope.
All right then. You can use your arrow keys to steer your broom left, right, up, and down. The Nimbus 2001 gives
What?
you much needed speed.
Why is this not working? It's like you use the arrow keys, but it won't accept. Oh no. That's why. Because you need to use the arrow keys because it's forward, backward.
Quidditch armor will help soften
Oh, you can
blows
use the
during
mouse.
match. Quidditch is a rough game, Harry, but don't worry, the padding helps. That's it, Harry. Stay right on the snitch. You've almost got it.
Got it. You just use the mouse. You have to stay in its trail.
Now the rest of the Gryffindor team is here, let's play a mock game of Quidditch. Avoid the bludgers and the other seeker. I'm going to have a Gryffindor stand in as an enemy seeker.
Please
You'll
don't.
need to make sure she's out of the way before you can catch the snitch. Don't worry, they'll take it easy on you.
Stop it. We're gonna just let Slytherin win all these. Hi, King Chris. Oh yes, the clones have arrived.
Being hit by
And-
a bludger, pushed by the other seeker, or running into things can slow you down and put you further behind the snitch.
You stupid bitch! Bitch! Whore! Whore!
Give them a
Whore!
go so you can catch the snitch.
Whore! 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 Whore!
You'll not be able to out till the enemy seeker is out of the way. When you're close to another player,
Sorry.
you can use your action.
Please
keys
don't
to
do that.
Shove them. Excellent work, everyone. You're back on form, Potter, which means we've got a great chance of winning the cup this year.
Aren't you finished yet, Harry?
Don't look now, but here comes the Slytherin team.
I don't believe it. I booked the pitch for today.
Hey, they've got new brooms and...
Why is his
and
cape
like-
going through
yes,
his face?
Yes, they are. They're Nimbus 2001s.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, Lucius Malfoy made a very generous donation.
Like our new brooms, Weasley.
What are you doing here, Malfoy?
I'm the Slytherin Seeker now. Didn't you know? Perhaps someday Gryffindor will be able to afford new brooms.
Well, at least no one on the Gryffindor team had to buy their way in. They got in on pure talent.
No one asked your opinion, you filthy little mudbloods.
You pay for that one, Malfoy.
Well, at least I could afford it, Weasley, unlike you.
Leave it, Ron. He's not worth the trouble.
I think I got more worked up in Quidditch than I've ever gotten worked up in the games lately.
A nasty name some wizards use for other wizards who were born to non-magical parents. And speaking of mud, October arrived damply at Hogwarts, spreading a soggy chill over the grounds and into the castle. A different kind of chill would soon set in as well.
You were always losing the Quidditch games when you were little. Only a year ago when you were playing
class
it.
with Professor Snape. We don't want to be late. You know what he's like. It's down in the dungeons. Follow me.
I think I definitely was pressing the wrong button to do any kicking. I wonder if Snape's gonna send us into Arena to go and do something. No, that doesn't open. What the fuck?
This leads to the dungeons.
Yeah, Hermione just said that, you idiot. There we go. Hermione's all like, follow me to the dungeons. He's like, this leads to the dungeons. You step on the spider. Oh shit, he called her diarrhea blood. Filthy mud blood. She's like, I didn't know what that word meant, but I looked it up and now I want to cry. What is going on here? At least Harry doesn't shoot off like random like air puffs when he gets the spell differently. You know what the worst part is? I don't know if I'm going the right way anymore. The entire dungeon looks the same. I don't remember the second game being this open. Hermione's like, oh wait, let me Google that word. And then she promptly cries. Why are things mean and evil to me? We're like, Hermione, if you hadn't looked that word up, you wouldn't be crying right now. She's like, he called me a mudblood. Oh boy, that's locked. Where are we going? I'm assuming it's right over here. I'm gonna step on that spider again. Yes. This seems a little...
Now pay attention. Today, you will attempt to learn the art of mixing one of the most useful potions ever concocted. The Wiggenweld potion. Potter, you have just volunteered to show the rest of the class how this is done. Get up here immediately.
Is he gonna take points from me if I run into him if he's roaming the dungeon?
A Wiggenweld potion will restore some of your lost stamina.
So it's an energy drink.
Even a single bottle is capable of healing the most grievous wounds.
Monster.
In this chest are the two ingredients of Wiggenweld potion. Flubberworm mucus and Wiggentree bark. Take them out.
I don't want to.
Where are you going, boy? Get back over here and complete your lesson. Where are you going, boy? Get back over here and complete your lesson.
Snape is the complete opposite of Dumbledore. You deduct points for anything and everything. Harry Potter, you're wearing underwear. Minus 15 points from Gryffindor.
Now, walk up to the cauldron. Try not to touch the potion. I don't want it contaminated. Where are you going, boy? Get back over here and complete your lesson.
We harass and bully Potter because he looks like the husband of the woman I love.
Where are you going, boy? Get back over here and complete your lesson.
But over there.
Observe Mr. Potter adding the ingredients to the cauldron and mixing them. Careful, Potter. You don't want to lose house points. Mr. Potter now has a Wiggenweld potion. To drink the potion, press spacebar.
No.
Back to your seat, Potter.
Spacebar is my jump button.
Those of you who are adventurous, or more probably clumsy, will no doubt want to make Wiggenweld potions on your own. Therefore, there are cauldrons like this one throughout Hogwarts. They are the only cauldrons in which Wiggenweld potions can be made. And the ingredients, flobberworm mucus and Wiggentree bark, can also be found throughout Hogwarts.
Thanks.
Now, for today's lecture, the history of flobberworm mucus extraction.
Snape breaking the fourth wall.
Before that lecture, I thought I knew everything I wanted to about flobberworm mucus, and I was right.
Well, I thought he touched on some interesting aspects.
Let's get going before Snape comes out. What was that? What was what? That voice. It was coming from over there. Come on.
How many potions you've wasted by accidentally pressing spacebar? Hold on. Drink potion. I have it on Q. Let's put it on E. Let's just put E. There you go. What kind of spell is spacebar? That's the jump spell for me.
Ugh! That's horrible!
What's going on?
Why is there a spider in the hallway still? Oh, because the spiders are from the stake. That's right.
Beware! You'll be next, mudbloods.
The water.
Petrified, but how? I cannot say. And now, I would like everybody to please return to their dormitories. There's nothing else to see here.
Come on, Harry. Professor Dumbledore's wrong. There's nothing more to see here.
If the snake was moving through the pipes, where the hell was it coming out? Each of the bathrooms? Like through a toilet or something? That's kind of gross.
Everyone at Hogwarts was disturbed by the attack on Mrs. Norris and the mysterious words scrawled on the wall. Rumors and speculations spread. Hermione, in particular, was especially affected. Ron and Harry became sure that she was up to something, but whatever it was, she remained tight-lipped.
They just left the blood on the wall for the remainder of the year. You talking about in the game?
Charms class, Harry, and I have an idea.
An idea about what?
We should ask Professor Flitwick about the Chamber of Secrets. He's bound to know something. Let's go.
There she goes. Wow, it can mix a potion there. Professor Flitwick. It's evidence. Gotta keep it there.
Hurry up, Harry. We don't want to be late for charms.
Coming, Hermione.
You bitch. I feel like Harry's just sick of her. He just doesn't have the strength to tell her.
Oh, sorry. I just sold my very last item a moment ago.
Of course you did. It's funny that the older you get, hydration becomes more important. You didn't drink much yesterday and today, and that along with the weather, what messed you up, really? Wow. Drink more water. Actually, I need more. I just did. I did just as you redeemed it. Oh! Give me that single Jolly Bean. Damn it. Hey Filch, I'm sorry about your cat.
Blast it, Potter! I'll get you!
We need to keep this there. It's evidence. Evidence! Hey, you know what? Here's the thing. What if it's not a matter of them keeping it there? What if they told Filch to clean it up and he's too afraid of heights or something? So he won't use the ladder and everyone's all like, if only you could fly. And he just cries in a corner. Let's make the squib clean it. Yeah.
Charms class. Today, we shall be learning the Scourge charm.
Ooh, stretch.
Yes, Miss Granger?
I was just wondering if you could, tell us something about the Chamber of Secrets.
I deal with charms, Miss Granger, not myths and legends.
Please, Professor, we all want to hear.
Oh, very well. There were 4 founders of Hogwarts: Godric Gryffindor, Salazar Slytherin, Helga Hufflepuff, and Rowena Ravenclaw. Slytherin wanted to admit only the wizard-born students to Hogwarts. The other founders refused, and as a result, Slytherin left the school. Yes, Miss Granger?
He built a secret chamber in the castle of which the other founders knew nothing.
Why are you asking?
A great monster to guard the chamber from within. The legend states that one day, Slytherin's true heir will return to open the chamber and control the horror within. And then, all who are not wizard-born will be purged from Hogwarts.
Welcome back.
All nonsense, of course. Now, back to magic reality. Mr. Potter, perhaps you'd like to step forward and demonstrate Scourge for the class.
Glad to, Professor.
Dream Warrior, thank you for the resub. Thank you for calling us an awesome channel. What the hell is this?
Try not to focus on all this Chamber of Secrets balderdash. Concentrate on the symbol in front of you.
I don't want to.
The wand is about to move its way around the symbol.
Okay.
At the exact point when the wand passes over the arrows, you'll need to hit the corresponding arrow key. This exercise has 3 levels. In each level, you must successfully hit all of the arrows in sequence. Ready to try? Round 1. Go.
It's a fidget spinner. It is a fidget spinner. This is horrible. It's better than tracing, at least. Quick draw fidget spinner.
Well done, Harry. You've advanced to the next level of the lesson. 5 points to Gryffindor.
Thanks.
Round 2. Go.
Take some points away from Slytherin, thanks. It's not really, it's not really Flitwick, it's Dumbledore in disguise. So, like, more points to Gryffindor.
Well done, Harry. You've advanced to the next level of the lesson.
Yeah, it's essentially
points
DDR.
To Gryffindor. Round 3. Go. Well done!
Not
You've completed
hard.
all of the necessary exercises. 15 points to Gryffindor.
More points to Gryffindor.
Well done, Mr. Potter. You've successfully learned Scourge. Now it's time for you to test your newly learned knowledge in the Scourge Spell Challenge.
Well done, Harry. You spin to fidget.
Welcome, Harry Potter, to my Scourge Challenge. To complete the challenge, you must find the completion star, which can be found several floors below us. Try to get to it as quickly as you can. If the challenge timer reaches 0 before you have the completion star, you lose the challenge.
Wow. 2,000
Along the
points
way,
to
you'll
Griffin
find
Puff.
challenge stars. Collecting challenge stars will boost your timer and score. I highly recommend you try to find all of them. Try to get the completion star with as many seconds remaining as possible. The higher your score is when you complete the challenge, the more house points I will award you.
I need these. Give me. I need these 2 jelly beans. I'm sorry, 3. 3 jelly beans.
Ectoplasm is an unpleasant greenish substance left behind by certain ghostly beings. In some places, it will block doorways and openings. You can cast Scourge to get rid of it.
Will you be playing all of the Harry Potter games? We'll be playing the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 5th, because those are the ones I have. Plus, I heard the 4th was horrible, and the ones after the 5th aren't supposed to be all that good. So that's why I don't own them. What's up there? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay. This seems like a very... What? Did that just go through just now? What the hell? I didn't hear that properly.
You
Go.
can also cast Scourge to free items that have been trapped by ectoplasm.
Oh my god. Such a random spell. You're currently playing Tomb Raider Anniversary for the first time. How are you liking it? It's a little slower than I remembered it being when I played it, but it's still good. No, stop it. There you go. We're currently on Rise of the Tomb Raider out of all of them at the moment. Give me. Is that the Bloody Baron? He doesn't hurt you this time.
Ectoplasm takes away some of your stamina. The longer you're in contact with ectoplasm, the more stamina you will lose.
I hate this spell. It's so stupid. So, like, get rid of this ectoplasm. Why? Oh, because it hurts. Why is it a thing? Move. What happens if, like, you didn't do well in your other classes and you're forced to have to do this? And you're all like, I couldn't cast that spell properly, Professor. Well, you need to do your homework to do it. Professor, can I have out of this challenge? No, 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 no.
Oh no, it's Peeves.
Well, if it isn't Spotty Grotty Snotty Potty Water, I like your name. It rhymes with so many insulting things. Aha!
It is more challenging than, Legends, yes.
Aha!
At least this makes more sense. So what, now we can hit... Did we just get a spell to attack ghosts with? Students will have to stay here until they starve and learn the spell by trial and error. What do you mean you were absent that day? Fuck you. That's not how this works. Just run around, just waving your wand. Harry will figure it out. What are these fucking spells? My spell fizzled because it couldn't get through the gate. What? My God. This way. This is the... What? Oh, Bark. Hey. finally harmed Peeves. Professor, I was cursed by another student that day. I was in the infirmary for a week. Fuck you. You better know how to cast it. Fucking hell. What the hell is this? We're not trying to 100% the game, so. Oh my god, we have a stamina increase. We have two scars now. You saved in the room of the Damascus trial and died a few times at the part where the blades are coming from the... Yeah. Yeah. I kind of like blinked through that area very quickly. You stop it, you stupid things. Wow. Wow. Oh, because there's a bottom part to that. That's interesting. Another wizard card. For a second I was gonna be all like, did the frog just make noise? I realized it's a gremlin somewhere. Oh, I gotta get a snail on that. Get over there. Why did we do this? Oh. Stay there. Fucking stupid. I want that. It's another, like, potion ingredient. You always hear that as Rectum Sempra. Oh no. I need to get out. Why can't I cast that? There we go. I had to jump to cast it. Oh my god. Rectum Sempra. I need more coffee. I'm particularly tired today. Partly why I ended up starting late. Stop it. Oops. Well then, we fucked up, didn't we, Harry? Oh no. I guess if you put the snails in there, it's supposed to make it easier for you and you don't have to run through there, but what's the point? Like, why have a snail button like you don't need to press? Yummy. I only have 4 out of the 10 cards. What the hell is this bullshit? Is this the new Tomb Raider? Yes. Tomb Raider, the Harry Potter edition. When can we cast the strongest spell? Ecum Bokum? What? What is that supposed to be? Couldn't sleep? No, I just
that
overly
is a Cornish pixie. Troublesome and annoying creatures they are. If they touch you, they will bite, so try to avoid them. Rictus Sempra will stun them.
Of course it will.
Rictus Sempra!
That wasn't a stun, that was popping it. Tiger! He's just rubbing his face on my foot. In your opinion, what is the worst house and why is it Hufflepuff? The Banjo-Kazooie reference. Tiger. He is like all over me right now. Wow. I need to open this. Come here. This is great. Thanks. Tiger just appeared under me and he's just like rubbing his face on my foot.
Flipendo! Flipendo!
Flipendo. Nintendo. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, why didn't I just go over there first? I don't know. We've committed to this now. Oh. Because apparently that was the way to go. This was the Silver Wizard's card that you did not need. I'm fine with this. I'm actually enjoying this one much more than the first one. Hufflepuff believes in essential oils. Oh my god. Just stun them with the rectal Sempra spell. So like promptly cast it on the Cornish pixie. Watch the pixie pop on the ground. Tiger. Oh my god, he's still going. What is going on? I want that. No, you don't understand. Okay, fuck that. I guess I'm not getting all the stars. Thanks, Flitwick, for being stupid. Oh. What is up there? I'm so confused. Let's go to the next room. It's probably in the next room. Oh yeah, because it goes upstairs. I just pushed something down there. There it is. Oh my god, it's the twerking gnome. I have to say, throwing them in those little holes is rather hysterical. They took annoying characters and they made them less scary and more funny. Did those still scare people at like the kids like even in this one? Because they seem a lot more comical. And I feel like they intentionally made them more comical because of that. Tiger, dear God, this just won't stop. Putters. Come here, putters. Hold on. Come here, come here, Tiger. Putters. Okay, now he's going away. He's like rubbing on me. He's like, rub, headbutt, rub, headbutt. Just, fucking hell. Tweaker. Alohomora. Push it around. See if there's anything in here because we're stupid. Oh my goodness, there's an invisible platform here. I don't know why. Oh. You're an evil professor, Professor. It's just like hidden. I don't want it. I do, though. I feel like this was cheating. Where's he going? What the? What?
Well
what even?
done, Mr. Potter. You've completed my Scourge challenge. The remaining time now becomes your personal high score.
But, like, we got like 8 out of 10. Yeah. 8 out of 10 yet again. 122 points to Gryffindor. No other class ever gets points for these things because none of them can cast the spell correctly.
The weekly house point ceremony is starting soon.
I thought that was a Weasley. I thought that was a Weasley. I mean, it could be a Weasley. How many children do they have that we don't know about? Fucking hell. More bonus beads. Look at Gryffindor compared in comparison.
Looks like it's time for another house point ceremony. Let's see which house is ahead this week.
Wait, how many points does Hufflepuff have? Hufflepuff is beating Ravenclaw.
That Gryffindor is in the lead. Harry, it looks like you get to visit the bonus bean room.
Hufflepuff is beating Ravenclaw. Oh my god, that's hysterical. Oh my god. The fact that Hufflepuff is beating beating Ravenclaw is hysterical to me. This is almost pointless to stay in here doing this. You just be collecting beads. Jolly beads. Oh my god. Mmm, vomit flavor. The chests just are there to make you think you're actually collecting beans when you're not. Like, seriously. Toe Jam.
Harry, I want to investigate the scene of the crime. Filch usually guards the hallway where his cat was petrified, but he's away, so now is our chance.
Dumbledore says hello. Here, overdose on beans, you little
Do
cretin.
you really think there's a Chamber of Secrets?
I believe Flitwick's story, even if he doesn't. And Dumbledore himself couldn't cure Mrs. Norris. I think that whatever attacked her might not be human.
Here we are, at the scene of the crime. It can't hurt to look around, since we're already here, and Filch isn't. Remember all the water that was on the floor? Where had it come from?
From in there. Let's have a look.
I can't go in there. That's a girl's bathroom.
Oh, Ron, there won't be anyone in here. This is Moaning Myrtle's place.
I always liked how big their bathrooms
She haunts
were.
one of the toilets. It's been out of order all year because she keeps having tantrums and flooding the place.
I wish people would stop talking about me behind my back.
Who can the heir of Slytherin be, though? Who'd want to frighten all the non-magical folk out of Hogwarts? Draco Malfoy. You heard him call Hermione a mudblood. But how do we prove it's him?
We'd need to sneak into the Slytherin common room and ask Malfoy a few questions without him realising it's us.
But that's impossible.
All we need would be some Polyjuice potion. It transforms you into somebody else. We could change Harry into a Slytherin. No one would realise it was really Harry. 2 of the potion ingredients are a bit tricky, I'm afraid. Powdered bicorn horn and shredded boomslang skin. Harry, I'll need you to get me some.
Any idea where I can find some?
There's some bicorn horn in Snape's storage room. I'm not sure about the shredded boomslang skin. I'll need to check at the library.
Lovely. Molting boomslangs and corridors full of goo. This should be enjoyable.
Thank God you learned your spell. Okay, I need to get more coffee, and I need to use the bathroom. So we're doing a quick little break, and I'll BRB. Also, Moaning Myrtle wasn't thirsty until the 4th book. Be right back. Back. Okay. More wand waving, Harry. Why are we in the dungeon? Oh. We need to get stuff. You want us to go in here? Wait. We'll come back and explore when we get more spells. Especially once we get the jump spell.
Hi, would you consider a trade?
What do you have?
I have Wiggentree bark, still moist with dew.
Ew.
As you wish, but these are becoming hard to find.
She also saw Cedric's naked body.
Oi, Harry, what
Oh my
do you
God.
have? I have flobberworm mucus. Perhaps I'll have something you'll like next time. I'm in the potions classroom. Better keep an eye out for Snape.
He's right there. He's like right over there. He's blind as a bat. Harry's in here throwing spells, and Snape's all like, is anyone here? The bark is moist. One thing you find weird in the series is that Hufflepuffs and Ravenclaws always seem to date each other. Well, he's choosing to ignore you. He's like, ugh, that Potter kid. Did he just doesn't notice this? It's fine. It's fine. They're just breaking shit in front of him. I didn't know they dated each other. Oh. Where'd he go? Snape. Severus Snape. Dumbledore Snape. Severus Snape. Snape, oh no, not that brat again. He's like, if I ignore him, he'll go away. Ow, I feel like I would just waste a whole bunch of time there.
Oi, Harry, want to trade?
What do you have?
I have flobberworm mucus.
No, we already saw this.
Perhaps
No,
I'll have
go away.
something you'll like next time.
Perhaps next time.
Would you consider a
No.
trade?
Aid? His peripheral vision is shit.
This door is locked.
Yeah, surprising Harry. Sometimes we're amazed that he has a brain. Blind old man. Cedric and Cho Chang dated Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw and Dilzik Goblets of Fire. Snape caught a Ravenclaw student and a Hufflepuff making out in a carriage during the Yule Ball. But was that just the movies or was it also in the books? I don't remember it being in the books, but it might have been. I remember Cedric and Cho Chang, I believe, were dating in the book. And Harry was all upset, but you know what? Fuck you, Harry. You didn't know how to go for it. Nintendo.
It was on in 2018.
What? Oh, the... Yeah, it's like a half-hour, 40-minute update. Which means... No, because there's only supposed to have been one update, which means they just never push the updates for the others. Hiya, Maya. You missed everything. This one's less linear. I mean, it's still linear, but it's less linear than the previous ones. There's a lot more discovery you can do, so you didn't really miss anything because we're still going through it. I did that room, that room. Choco Frog. Choco Frog. Stop it! Stop moving! Please kill you before the allergies do. Mine's bugging me today. Pissing me off, actually. Oh, Rictus Sempra will, like, stun these guys. It just doesn't look like a stun. I feel like Flitwick said that just to not hurt the 11-year-old's feelings. Or are we 12 now? We're 12, I think. Yeah, we're 12. Harry's 12. He's all like, oh, Rictus Sempra. That stuns the pixies. But Professor, why does it fall to the ground with a loud pop and cease to exist after exploding in a shower of sparks? It's stunned. Yeah? Fucking hell. That's not how you jump down. God damn it, Harry. So when does Harry get his third scar? Once we get enough wizard cards so he can like cut his own forehead again. I'm assuming that's what he's doing. He's just putting paper cuts on his forehead at this point. He's like, students think I'm popular when I have like a scar on my forehead. What if I had 2 scars? Now he's all like, what if I have 3 scars? Which is fucking hell.
Rictus Sempra. Flipendo. Flipendo. Rictus Sempra. Rictus Sempra. Flipendo. Flipendo.
I like that you're more mobile in this one. Nintendo. I feel like that was like akin to murder just now.
Rictus Sempra. Flipendo. Rictus Sempra. Flipendo. 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 Flipendo.
We just do Nintendo. Nintendo. Harry carving his own forehead for more health. I mean, yeah. Is that what's still shooting at us? What's the point in putting it in a cage if it just keeps shooting at us? Rawr. And I think as long as the wand is glowing, we can see the invisible stuff. There we go. I hear a Cornish pixie. Where are you?
Rictus Sempra.
God. I still find that hysterical. My God. Yay, murder. You really want to run this in the background, but Harry needs to shut the fuck up. You can't, yes. Harry just needs you to know what he's doing. He's a 12-year-old wizard. He needs to say every word to his spells. Unlike in the console versions where he does it every now and then. I did notice that in the PlayStation version when he's casting Flipendo, he mostly just charges up his wand and throws it, and then occasionally he'll say it. What are we doing down here again? Weren't we supposed to be finding like potion ingredients? Hermione's all like, go find some potion ingredients, Harry. You gotta go through this challenge. You guys remembered when another Ravenclaw Hufflepuff, a couple reported J.K. Rowling, Luna Lovegood, and married Newt Scamander's son, Rolf Scamander. What? Yeah, but if it didn't happen in the books, I don't give a crap what she says happened. If it didn't happen in the books or stories, then whatever. Give me. Because she's tried retconning so much stuff, and no, I just don't pay attention to her for that. Stop it. Come here. Yay, murder. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. What the hell did this need to unfold? Why was it stuck ever? Why did it need to ever be Can we just jump down there? Wizards are all like, it's okay. We have ways to get out of these things. Just step on all of these spiders. Oh no. I feel like that was a little mean. Also, I think... that makes it so each of those doorways is accessible. Hi, Sharp Teddy. What is the point in him? Come here. I just love doing that to them. It's just funny to me. Oh, because we start over here. Fuck. Is your favorite Harry Potter game? I'm liking this one, definitely. I mean, I've played them all, but maybe the green one? No, that's gonna close that. Oh, whatever. Let's just... I'm trying to get that... Okay, let's get each door. We're not timed in here anyways. Like Harry can jump so far. What's it? That's all it is, jelly beans. Oh. This is the potion ingredients. I'll take those. I bought one extra mucus off of a student, and now now I just have a constant extra mucus. Flipendo. Nintendo. Just okay. And then this one, I think. Purple. Green? No. Red. I'm trying to make a path to that one. Okay. Nintendo. Oh hey, I didn't even notice this one. I suppose that's good. Except that was just more mucus. There's gotta be one that has more than just mucus in it then. There we go. This probably is bark, I'm guessing. Yep. Oh my god, we can make more. I can make 2 more potions. I already have so many. I don't remember using the potions in this game. I just don't remember needing them. But I may be lying because I may just not remember. There's a lot about this game I don't remember. It's funny because I remember the first game more than I remember this one for some reason. Okay. Okay. Blue now? No. Red. No, because red blocks that. We need the blue and the red. So we're gonna need a different way in there. So probably purple. Wait, do we already have a way in? Wait, from there to there to there. Yeah, we already have a way in. What am I doing? Nintendo! What happens if you just fall into the water? It looks like Soul Juice from Tomb Raider. The one from Underworld. Oh, we're in the ingredients room. Just what? You don't need a bookshelf. It's fine. There's another wizard card. Break more shit that doesn't belong to you, Harry. I'm like, it's okay. Wizards can just repair things. Nintendo. I like how we just pick up this mucus, but it's like ectoplasm. We have a spell to get rid of it. Soul juice. That's what Meaty called it. Meaty called it soul juice. Excuse you? Get the fuck out of here. I feel like that was akin to murder. Yeah. Soul juice. Harry's just all like, I've given up on stunning things. Let's just meta everything. It's fine. Fucking hell. I'm a little worried about this. I mean, if that one wasn't gonna explode, it just drowned. Like fucking hell. Maybe he's Lara's long lost brother. I mean, they're both British. It's possible. I don't help my sister. She's a crazy archaeologist. Like how those just fell past him. Let's break and enter. They're British. Pretty much. I hear a gnome. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna kill you now. Hold on. Just fucking hell. I'm gonna murder you now. I don't know where that hole goes, but you're going in it. That was pretty ominous. This is PC. Maybe Lara's mother is a castle ghost. That's why she was never found. She was found. We found her in Underworld. She was a zombie. Did you miss the ending of Underworld, Meaty? Oh my god. I don't know where we're going. There's so many options. So many options. Obviously. Are you trying to commit murder? Lumos. Right there. Come here. No, come here. Come here. Thank you. No, just forgetful. Just like, it stuns them, I swear. This one's trying to run for its life. Please stop, wizard! Please stop, Mr. Wizard! Oh my god. So if you do the Lumos thing, you get the easy way across instead of having to deal with these stupid bridge pieces. Professor Snape has all these potion ingredients around. Let's break his jaws and take his shit. Maybe she was a ghost who wanted a body and became Zambu instead. No. Go, murder. Murder. Murder! I wonder if there was a way through that, if you could, like, somehow keep yourself from falling. I can't believe you remembered what mission this was before you mentioned a thing. I don't remember most everything. Oh, hey. One of those things I think Hermione wants. No, stay there. No, you idiot. You stupid child. Make more potions, because this is what you do while Snape is here. I have 6 potions. I haven't used any. Snape. Severus Snape. Dumbledore! Snape. Severus Snape. Still doesn't notice we're here. I find that hysterical. That's why you never pick up quest items first. Yeah, basically.
I'm in the potions classroom. Better keep an eye out for Snape.
He's over there, you idiot.
Hi, did you consider a trade?
No, get the fuck away from me. Your house is in last place. Hufflepuff's beating you. It's a disgrace.
Hi, Harry.
Hi. I found some bicorn horn to add to the potion.
Great. I'm still trying to find the location of the next ingredient, but I should have it tracked down soon. In the meantime, I'll go add this to the potion.
Why'd I raise the stairs and not take them? To give you anxiety.
They're starting a dueling club and the first meeting is today. That could be interesting. Come to the Great Hall if you want to learn how to duel.
I already did, Xana. I forgot what it did. I pressed it again. I was like, oh yeah, it was the Silver Wizard's card. Look, we have Wizard's cards. We need 3 more. We have 8 of these ones. It's beautiful. I think I've already got this one too. Oh yeah, I can't do that. You fucking hated the collectibles in this one. Yeah, I'm not gonna try and do them. I only want the bronze ones because that's when Harry like takes the cards and scratches his own forehead to give himself another scar.
What do you have?
I have Wiggentree bark.
We don't want it from you. Get the fuck away from us.
But have it your way.
Ashen P. Ashen, thank you for the follow. Unless it's supposed to be Ashen Passion. But still, thank you for the follow.
I wonder if you-know-who is in control of the you-know-what.
This is the one where you just start dueling kids around the school, right? Why the kids ain't normal, just eat the beans. No, currency.
Can everyone see me? Can you all hear me? Excellent. I started Dueling Club to train you to defend yourselves. Dueling Club meets every day in the antechamber just outside the Great Hall. In Wizard Dueling, the object of the exercise is to incapacitate your opponent. There are 3 spells you may use in dueling. Rictusempra, which knocks your opponent back and reduces stamina. Mimble-Wimble, which prevents your opponent from accurately casting their next spell. Expelliarmus, which reflects spells back onto your opponent. To select a spell, scroll through them by using the space bar or the right mouse button. To cast a selected spell on your opponent, press the left mouse button.
Bimbo himbo.
You may build up the strength of Rictusempra and Mimble-Wimble by holding the left mouse button down. Note that potion drinking and jumping during duels are prohibited.
What was the third spell do again?
30 bots every flavored beans is required to duel. The victor wins the opponent's beans. To challenge a student to a duel, simply walk up to them. If you have enough beans, you will be invited to duel. My assistant, Professor Snape.
I am your colleague, not your assistant.
He looks like a woman right there. Look at Snape.
Bit about dueling, and has graciously agreed to monitor the duels. And now for a brief demonstration, Mr. Potter. If you'd like to partner up with Mr. Weasley...
I don't think so. Time to split up the dream team, I think.
He looks
Mr.
like...
Malfoy, come over here. Let's see what you can make of the famous Potter.
Thrashing, you will be a treat, Potter.
Snape looks like a woman named Sandra who just recently got divorced and doesn't feel good about
Ready?
herself.
When I count to 3.
Scared, Potter. You wish.
1, 2, 3.
Today, Potter, you will have the pleasure of dueling the great Slytherin house.
Expelliarmus!
That is just Expelliarmus here.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Ow.
Mimble-Wimble! Mimble-Wimble!
Yeah.
Let
Rictusempra!
that Potter get to you. Strike him back.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Fire.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Slytherin takes an undeserved hit.
An undeserved hit.
Harry
Rictusempra!
Potter has beaten Slytherin.
Mimble-Wimble. Mimble-Wimble, the most exciting spell in Harry Potter universe. It's bait.
Serpent Sortia!
Only 3 spells allowed. Immediately broken.
What was that?
Did Harry just hiss?
It's just, all the kids just sound like they're just like going, is he crazy?
That couldn't have been.
It couldn't be. Not him.
What was that? Did
You're
it Harry just
now,
hiss?
Harry. You can talk to snakes.
Why does it matter?
It matters, Harry, because being able to talk to snakes was what Salazar Slytherin was famous for.
Oh no! Exactly! Now the whole school's going to think you're his great-great-great-great-grandson or something. But I'm not. Anyway, we'll see you later, Harry.
Bye, Harry.
Oh my god, Green Witch, that's hysterical. He is like the kids at the anime theater.
Harry lay awake for hours that night, wondering
If he would ever
could
not
he
have
be a
points.
descendant of Salazar Slytherin.
No, who cares?
I won't be seeing you in herbology class. I'll be in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom working on the polyjuice potion.
I can't believe Hermione is skipping class. Well, we better get outside to herbology, Harry. Come on.
I wonder if we're gonna learn another useful spell. Let's go beat the shit out of some
You
children.
must think you're pretty great because you're a Parselmouth. He's
Better
always
than
been
you,
such
you
a
wannabe
goody-goody.
Slytherin.
No one's that good an actor.
I'm a better Slytherin, and I'm not even a Slytherin, you stupid little cow.
Which way you going?
That's why I like the fifth game, the Order of the Phoenix so much, because you find a Slytherin in the school, you just smack them with spells, and they just run. You get Defendo or something now? Yeah, something like that. But I want to go over here. More. Wait. Visiting duel. Peter, Emily, Rachel, Andrew, Bridget, Stuart, Roy, Heather. Who are you? What is this? What? Oh. Get Spankado.
You will now duel a member of your own team. Don't expect any special treatment from them. Potter has beaten a fellow Gryffindor. How very disloyal.
I feel like this is just 12-year-olds beating each other up. It's like sanctioned bullying. Also cards. This is why we're doing this. Get the hell out of here. Yes, let's go. Stupid Ravenclaw. Here, you can skip the cutscenes.
Introduce your next opponent.
Expelliarmus!
Want to try that again?
Expelliarmus!
What the hell is that at the bottom? Did you see that? That was coding for like there's no dialogue, but we have a subtitle. Time to fight all the children. Harry Potter's just beating up everyone. They're all like, wait, isn't he a parcel tongue? Doesn't that make him evil? And he's all like, and I will kill all of you in order. I remember actually liking this. I forgot that how much I enjoyed this dueling.
Will today beat
it's because it's simple.
The famous Harry Potter.
Expelliarmus!
Back in the game, Hufflepuff. Don't let him defeat you.
Rictus Emperor!
No.
Rictus Emperor! Rictus Emperor! Rictus Emperor!
Do you not know how to dodge this?
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
This is not how Expelliarmus works.
I believe you actually beat Hufflepuff. Must be a fluke.
It feels really wonky now. It does feel wonky, but it's not that bad. Harry Potter tennis. It's basically Harry Potter tennis, yes. That is amazing. I didn't even think of that. I was all like, what is it similar to? Like, yes, it's tennis. That was a no you moment. Don't bully the Hufflepuffs. I'll get you, my pretties, and your little dogs too. It's a Slytherin now. Yes. Yay, children killing.
Today, Potter, you will have the pleasure of dueling the great Slytherin house.
Want to try this?
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Snuck that one in, didn't you, Potter? Don't let that Potter get to you. Strike him back.
Expelliarmus! 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 Expelliarmus!
Harry
Expelliarmus!
Potter has beaten Slytherin. How disappointing.
Expelliarmus, Expelliarmus, Expelliarmus. Okay, we'll do something else. Hey, wait, what's in here? I want to go in there. Let me in.
Here's the Great Hall, site of ceremonies and dueling.
So you actually got to roam around a little bit more in this one. I did like that. This is where the great Dumbledore sits. I want to stand on his chair. Dueling. Dueling. It's like tennis, ping pong, dodgeball. Yeah, but I don't understand the point of this of Mimblewimble. So Mimblewimble's supposed to make your next spell not function properly, but at the same time, whenever you use it, it's just like, why would you use that? Do the red spell. It does damage. You want to deal damage, so you win, right? And then the third one, Expelliarmus, is just essentially your tennis racket to smack your spell back. I mean, it's basically all it is. We're gonna go buy some stuff on the way. I want to find Fred and George, and I want to buy the, how many do we have? We have 500? We can buy some of the Quidditch stuff. It's a stun. It's a bad one. Yeah. I don't remember ever wanting to use Mimblewimble. Fred, George.
Hey,
you
Harry,
guys have the
want to
better
trade?
stuff.
What do you have?
I have Quidditch armor, just like the Chudley Cannons wear. I'm sure you'll be happy with your purchase, Harry.
Which I think
Sorry,
just makes
Harry,
you more
I haven't got anything to say to you at the moment.
Doable, bearable, like defensible in Quidditch. I can't believe I'm playing this and it's up to this time.
I have flobberworm mucus.
We don't care. We don't care. Get away.
You're passing up a bargain, but have it your way.
Durable. Yes, thank you. Oh, I hate Quidditch too. I actually want to just purposely lose it, but at the same time,
I just sold my very last item a moment ago.
I think when I played this, I did get all the silver cards, because if you get enough jelly beans, if I remember correctly, you can just buy all the silver cards you miss, I want to say. Or maybe you just have to collect jelly beans to get the extra. I don't remember. I feel like I unlocked everything. Like I was obsessed with getting everything. I mean, in all honesty, replaying this game, it definitely feels good just to run around and explore. It's enjoyable.
Welcome to second year herbology, everyone. For those of you who have forgotten, I am Professor Sprout. Let's dig right in, shall we? Today, I'll teach you Diffindo, the severing charm. Harry Potter, would you like to plant your feet in front of class and be the first to learn the spell?
The severing charm.
I'd be glad to, Professor Sprout. Taking a leaf from Hermione's book, aren't you?
Last year, I taught you how to burn the plants in herbology. This year, I'm going to teach you how to chop them all up.
Please fix your gaze on the symbol in front of you.
Thank you, honey.
See the pointer? It's about to move its way around the shape. When the pointer passes directly over the arrow, press the corresponding arrow key. This exercise is in 3 parts. In each part, you must be accurate in order to progress. Ready to try? Round 1, go.
Well, I mean, we need the Diffindo in order to be able to properly search around the school anyways.
Well done, Harry. You've moved on to the next level of the lesson.
Oh, Amaya.
5 points to Gryffindor. Round 2.
Harry, you woke up in the morning and breathed air. 20 points to Gryffindor. Would you like to go to the magic
Harry,
bean
you've
room?
moved on to the next level of the lesson. 10 points to Gryffindor. Round 3.
As a kid, as easy as an adult, it's like, which arrow's that? No, I'm fine with the arrow keys. Hey, I grew up playing computer games with the arrow keys.
Well done. You've completed all of the exercises in top form. 15 points to Gryffindor.
You still have problems with them, Xana?
Diffindo, Harry. We've planted a seed of greatness here today. Now let's move on to the Diffindo challenge.
I want to move on to the Diffindo challenge. Do this in a time limit.
Welcome, Harry Potter, to my Diffindo challenge. To complete the challenge, you must find the completion star, which can be found in a hallway just above you. Try to get to it as quickly as you can. If the challenge timer reaches 0 before you have the completion star, you lose the challenge.
Oh, shut up.
Along the way, you
Shut
will
up.
find challenge stars. Collecting challenge stars will boost your timer and score. I highly recommend you try to find all of them. Try to get the completion star with as many seconds remaining as possible. The higher your score is when you complete the challenge, the more house points I
Yay,
will
Mario
award
level.
you. Some vines and plant growth can cover doorways and openings. You can use Defendo to cut through them and clear your path.
Oh my god, this one starts at 15 minutes. I feel like she just woke up one morning and she's all like, oh dear, I've let the garden get overgrown. What am I gonna do? Oh, I know. I'll teach the students a cutting charm and I'll just make them do all the pruning. Oh, gardening's so easy when you have children slaves to do it. Disguised as teaching. Give me these. Oh man. There we go. I'm so glad. I so saw that these were gonna do this. Something. There we go. Ow. That's a silver wizard card. Did that thing just, like, make a beeline for Harry? What kind of bullshit was that? Flipingus? Hey. That didn't stay permanent.
Defendo can also cut ropes that will release objects.
I feel like Dumbledore, who don't do anything, is like going around the school hiding cards and beads in random places. I mean, I could see that. It's what the Amish do. Need more labor, have a baby. Number 70 is the best card. Wait, do I have 70? Wait, which one's 70? Well, who was she? Obviously someone from Quidditch. I'm actually amazed that you actually know who the heck that is, Sammy.
Mushrooms can give off a cloud of poisonous gas, Harry. Avoid them, or use Defendo to cut their stems.
Also, let's put them where kids have to go. And do you not like your children? Poisonous mushrooms. Why is this down here? I feel like I'm abusing him. Just, what the hell? They definitely have to have the parents of the kids sign a waiver. What's the point in him? Like, I keep finding peeves, but why? Sounds like he's saying wow.
Once you have separated a hawk lamp from its stem, you can pick it up and throw it.
Oh, is that what that's about? What is the point in this? Oh my god. You think he's just a punishment? That's horrible. Hey, you want to encounter Peeves? He's a punishment. Congratulations for finding this hidden chest. Of course they trust the school blindly. They're teaching the kids magic.
Mushroom.
Oh my god. You got a mushroom. Rose Kira, thank you for the follow. Oh my god, I was gonna jump down there. Don't go down there. Oh, this only stuns the Cornish pixies. Doesn't possibly cause them to explode. Harry, you almost have enough cards to cut another scar into your forehead. I need it. I really don't, but I need it. Come here. I need that too. I don't feel like I need these jelly beans as much as I think I do. I mean, I do, but oh my god, get the hell out of my way. Nintendo. Number 12, Merwin the Malicious. Medieval dates unknown. Famous inventor of several unpleasant jinxes and hexes. The best card. You just said there was another card that was the best card. You can't say every card is the best card. I mean, you can. It's just at what point is it not the best card? If I stand here, will it fall on his head? Let's do it. Oh, damn it. It just looks like it's like meant to have something fall. Not every card is the best card. They're all the best card. No, we just were told that not every card is the best card. So obviously you're wrong, Amaya. The most boring card is actually in the challenge somewhere. Wait, in this one? Why?
Spiky,
what is it?
Prickly plants. Shoot those spikes when you get too close. Avoid them, or use the finger to cut their stems.
We used Incendio last time, Professor Sprout. Why don't you make up your mind on what we're supposed to be doing, huh? But backseating so hands-tied. I didn't say no backseating. Oh wait, is there no backseating? I don't care. I've already beaten this. You can say it. I beat this a long time ago. I'm not going into this blind. I mean, I'm as blind as I can be because I don't remember it. But I don't care about the type of card. Whether I get it or not is up in the air. You have a sword, that means you're always right. Yes. If there's a no backseating, we forgot to take it off. No, there shouldn't have been because I didn't have one for a Tomb Raider yesterday. Which way am I going? This way. So much. You just started speedrunning this 2 weeks ago. I could never, ever, ever.
Other things too, Harry. Other things too, Harry. Try it on that spider web.
Oh, the spider web. I could never ever do speedrunning. I just don't have the patience to try and like perfect something enough to speedrun anything. I prefer just enjoying my games. It's one of the reasons why I don't like PvP. Is because I want to enjoy my games. And not have people try and mess with me and be all like, nah, this is better if you do it this way. Or trying to fuck with me. Sword trumps all. You have a sword, not just not a green one. Yeah, well. You like PvP when someone is carrying it. I like PvP when it's for fun. Like, I don't mind Dead by Daylight in a while. I will never ever stream it. But, like, I do enjoy it on occasion. I haven't played it in a long time. I did see the new killer. I know nothing about it. I just know it was built up over the last 2 years, apparently, because I looked it up briefly, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Urg the Oddball, medieval, dates unknown, eccentric wizard who's famous, among other things, for wearing a jellyfish as a hat. The best card. That's not the best card. That's a horrible card. That sounds stupid. I hate that card already. I might like it for the look of it, though. got extra health even though you don't lose any health at all. Look, Harry picked up those 10 cards, put them together, and he's all like, I'm gonna put a paper cut in my forehead. I was popular when I had 1 scar. Now I had 2 scars and I became more popular. Now I'm gonna have 3 scars and be even more popular. That's our current theory on how he's doing this. Good, Harry cut his head again. Yeah, pretty much. So, Namor, thank you for the follow. What the hell are we doing here with this? Go that way. Okay. I don't feel like this was necessary, but sure. It's probably a silver card. Which one is this? Which one is this? I'm gonna find out. Number 8. Derwent Champlon. Ate an entire venomous tentacula as for a bet, survived, though is still purple. There's a whole rewards floor. Yeah, no, there's the magic jelly bean floor or whatever it was called. Scar was for love, and these two were for popularity. Yeah. My mother made me popular. Now I'm gonna milk it. Oh my god. I don't need this chocolate frog, but I'm taking it anyways. Can you not fart fire anything? Get on the ground and pop. Harry Potter, the murder game. Fucking hate having to put those monsters in holes that never worked right. I haven't ever had problems with it. I do remember not having problems in the past either. I'm not having problems now. No, you stop it. Just, Harry's just horrible. Come here. I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna kill you even though I don't need to. It just stun it stops flying and just falls. It's actually pretty tedious to push these monsters all over. Yeah. To push the monsters over and over and over is very tedious. I do agree. Hey, the gnomes take this. The mushrooms? What's with the spiders? Why are they bugging me? Come here. Why are the spiders crawling all over Harry and making things difficult? These things aren't coming out. You throw the mushrooms on other mushrooms to blow them instead of one by one. I think I remember that, and I wasn't doing it because why? That's easier.
That is a venomous tentacula. Don't let them get near you. Their bite is very nasty. Diffindo can be used to both stun the creature and sever its arms.
To stun the creature and sever its arms. I feel like this is a horrible thing to do. Like, just cut it. It's fine. Sever its arms, not brutal at all. Well, I mean, Flitwick was all like, just hit the Cornish pixies with Rictum Sempra. It's fine. They're just stunned as we murder them. They just fall to the ground and pop. Excuse you. I'm gonna go up here. No reason, but I want to be up here.
The truffles are tree spirits, the guardian trees. Cast Defender on them to make them disappear.
I realized if I kept that up, then you can go up there. Definitely didn't do that right. Hold on. Oh man. I was hoping you could jump over there. Don't bother with this card. I don't know what the card is. I'm not trying to like get certain things. I don't know what I'm doing exactly. I don't know where certain things are. Oh, there's one. Something up there. Oh, yeah, whatever. Goodbye. Nice knowing that you were up there. Can't get it. You fucked up with that. Oh well. I'm sorry. I like how they're just throwing bark at you, and it looks like the Wiggenweld bark you need. Bye, Hannah Canada. Enjoy your errand. Literally most boring card in the game. I want to know what it is now. None of the cards are boring. They're all amazing cards. Oh, hey. I want it. Wingardium Leviosa myself. What the fuck was that about? Harry. Seriously. God. Oh my god. I need that. Like, you have some very strong opinions about these cards, Sammy. Are you reading those out of somewhere, or did you waste all your early memory on them? There's just some strong opinions on these cards. I don't even remember them. Like, I don't remember what card is what. I remember being slightly interested in them in the past, but I would just look at them as a cursory thing. Beyond that, yeah. I mean, you can get some wizard cards at the Wizarding World. I have a wizard card, but I think it's Dumbledore actually. I think I have the Dumbledore wizard card, like the actual physical one. Like, I have one that's on the bookcase, because I got it in a chocolate frog. And, the chocolate frogs are just fucking chocolate-shaped frogs. They're frog-shaped chocolate-shaped frogs. Yes, that's exactly it. We found the black materia yet. It's more a question of when are we going to actually switch to Rise of the Tomb Raider from this. I was supposed to do Big Sister today, but I decided I'm going to wait until like Friday or something. I need to start doing like the horror games again. I just need to figure out which one to do. Like Big Sister is relatively short. But since I tried starting it yesterday, I wanted to give it a decent amount of time because I was falling asleep during it, and I was like, no, we need to restart this, and so I can give it proper, like just proper respect for the game, because it's supposed to be relatively good, but I was not feeling it. I thought I'd feel it when I started, did not start feeling it when I started. Do Man of Medan. We already have. We did Man of Medan a long time ago. The thing with Man of Medan was we started the game and then Isaac was all like, oh, I guess I can guess what's going on. And he immediately spoiled the entire thing because he was correct in his guess. So we didn't lose anyone to any of the horror aspects of the game. Because he was all like, no, it's just a hallucination. He's all like, don't do anything. So we intentionally would not attack each other. Wait, Elladora Ketteridge, witch who discovered the use for gillyweed? Actually, best card. Except gillyweed is used... Sano, gillyweed was used for breathing underwater. Because that's what Harry uses in the 4th book. It's the only thing I remember, and it's because it's well named. That's why I remember it, because it's gills. It basically gives you gills for putting it in your mouth. You don't chew it or swallow it, I think. I think you keep it in your mouth. She figured it out first. Can you imagine what that would have been like in a story aspect or whatever? You have this witch that was all like, oh, this slimy bit of plant. Let's put it in my mouth and hold it there and see what happens. Lord Stoddard Wither is famous breeder of flying horses. It's beautiful. I don't know what the spiders are. The spiders seem to slow you down whenever you pick one up. That's the only thing I can see for them. I think the spider webs are all over the school because it's supposed to be for Aragog. I do remember that Aragog is a like a boss challenge level thing. I mean, he has to be. They'd be stupid to not use Aragog. Sounds like he's saying Nintendo. That's what everyone says. They're all like, why is he saying Nintendo over and over? Oh my god. The Aragog section in the Harry Potter ride at Universal, that scared the living bejesus out of me. I mean, I'm scared of heights, so the whole flying around Hogwarts on the brooms alone scared the living daylights out of me, just because of heights. Come here. God, why are you worthless? But the Aragog section with all the spiders was fucking creepy. It was well done. If you don't believe me, you can check. No, I believe you because I know you can look those up. It's not that hard to Google the wizard cards and what they are. Like, you can very easily see what all of them are. You could just, like, all you have to do is, like, Google, like, Chamber of Secrets or something. Come on, open up. Oh, do I have to get him all the way down here? Come here. I can't. There's not another one. Yeah, that's what I figured, Zeno. Why spiders? Why couldn't it be with the butterfly? Yeah. We are having another session of Harry saying Nintendo, because why not? Okay, so we only need 2 of these in here and then 1 in the back room over there. Okay, and that one we're gonna push back over there. Come on. This is great. I feel like we're abusing this one. It's like, hey, you're a nice snail. Would you like to go down this hole where you're probably gonna die? I'm Harry Potter. I'm 12 years old and I murder animals. I swear to God, if it had fallen down there, I would have been so angry. Okay, which one was that one? See, Thaddeus Thurkle, famous for producing 7 squib sons and turning them all into hedgehogs in disgust. Look at his card. He's holding all of his kids as hedgehogs. Oh my god. I'm gonna start looking at these. Next time Filch feels bad about himself, he should be happy that his father wasn't that guy. That was funny. Come here, you stupid frog. Wow. No. Oh my god, look at all this stuff that's like, it's all like, did you get the star or did you actually look?
Well done, Mr. Potter. You have completed my Diffindo challenge. The remaining time now becomes your personal high score.
He has learning. He didn't go for the shiny star first. Look, the shiny star is very, very tempting, but yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Got 11 out of 14. That's bullshit. Harry Potter Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy is the official title until they decide to change it. I doubt they'll change it at this point, though. I am looking forward to it. Like, I've been looking forward to that since we got the first leaked spoilers of the game, like, years ago. And for anyone who wasn't here earlier, I made a mention to Dilzik recently this week, and I was like, remember that open world Harry Potter game we got teased? I wonder if that ever got canceled because I always wanted to play it when they first showed it. Like, yeah, if you didn't know, that game was leaked years ago. There's video on YouTube of the leaks.
Welcome back, Harry Potter. If you manage to beat
No.
your high score,
No.
I will award you more house points. Good luck with the challenge.
No.
Ready to begin?
No.
Good luck. Ready, set, go.
Yeah, well, it was shown during the Sony event. It's going to be on every system, including the PC, which I was very thankful for. It was the first thing I did when I looked it up. I was like, please don't be PlayStation 5 only. Please don't be only PS5. And I looked it up, and sure enough, it's PS5, Xbox Series X,
told me
and
that you can find the shredded
PC.
boomslang skin out in the greenhouse. Follow me, Harry.
Hey, Mark. I don't want to follow you. He's all like, but follow me.
Pardon me.
No, you pardon me.
Would you be interested in trading?
Shut up. The problem is I don't know what I haven't done in this at this point because I was going around so much and I didn't have all the spells. So there's all this open world stuff to still do. What kind of game is it all year? 1 through 8 or is some standalone? What? It's not supposed to be based on. I mean, it's in the Wizarding world, but it's not the Harry Potter books, from what I understand. Someone said it's supposed to be set before Harry Potter's era. I don't know. If they do it before, it's only because they want to bring in Dumbledore. I think they have a lot of opportunity to actually introduce new teachers and new faculty without having to rely on history if they just say, oh, it's its own thing after the fact. Like, even if they said, oh, this is like 50 years in the future or something. I don't know. They're not going to do that. I want to go in I want to go in here. Oh, I need the jumping thing.
Here's the entrance hall.
There are a ton of webs in the castle. So it's like before, I don't know. I honestly, I don't know much beyond what I ended up reading online. Someone else on here ended up saying it was supposed to be just after...
This leads to the dungeons.
Or just before Harry Potter. If you look at the trailer, it does look like there's, oh yeah. The trailer itself does look like there's a Death Eater or something, or someone similar to a Death Eater in it. So it's possible it's while Voldemort's in. It's like almost 200 years before Voldy. If it's 200 years before Voldemort, that's good, in my opinion. But at the same time, it's... What is that, like the 1700s? 1800s? That'll be odd. Like, they have to keep in mind that it's the 1800s, but I don't think I'm going to worry too much, because it's going to focus on... It's going to focus on the, whatever, the Wizarding world, not on the Muggle world. But it's supposed to be going through Hogwarts. It's supposed to be being in attendance at Hogwarts with open world, and I don't know anything beyond that. It's coming 2021, not the 21st. It's not coming this year. It's supposed to be 2021, isn't it? If they announced it for this year, I'd be very happy. Which card did I get? Wendelin the Weird Medieval, dates unknown, alleged to have enjoyed being burnt to the stake so much that she allowed herself to be captured 14 times in various disguises. I do remember that one. Like, we've seen that card before, or at least in the Harry Potter universe, that one's been brought up before. You wonder if it'll return the staple spell of Flabenda. I would love it if they just throw Flipendo into the game. I mean, honestly, they're probably gonna have to make up some spells. They don't have to, because I think in the Order of the Phoenix video game, I don't think Flipendo exists. I think you have Stupefy. I mean, I may be wrong on that one. Well, I mean, we'll see it once we play it again, because it is on my list of things to play. He's a wizard guy. Number 54, Gaspard Shingleton, 1959 to present, celebrated inventor of the self-stirring cauldron. I'm sorry, this is Wizards and Witches. Do we need to celebrate someone who invented a self-stirring cauldron, or did someone already have a charm for this and they're just not acknowledging it? I feel like they're just like patting him on the head and they're all like, wow, you did something amazing. Everyone's all like, we could already do that without him. They're all like, I know, make him feel special. Nice thing. He has no peripheral vision. Let's come in here. I've already been in here. I'm done. We're leaving this. Just the fact that you rate the cards like concerns me, Sammy. You confirmed the game is coming in 2021. That said, June 29th, 2020, Bloomberg reported that he said WB Games Harry Potter RPG will be released in late 2021. What? Oh. So if it's late 2020, you know what? They're probably going for a holiday release. Either that or it's going to be November. I think these Harry Potter games used to be released in November, which honestly is akin to a holiday release anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised if they aim for a holiday release, just because, I mean, you're going to have all the people who want it that be asking for it for Christmas.
This is the House Point Ceremony Chamber.
Yes, Harry. But this is also other stuff. This is 73. Mobius, ancient Greek soothsayer who vanquished the seer Calchas in a contest of their powers. That's dull. I feel like I was cheated. Mopsus, ancient Greek soothsayer who conquered the seer Calchas. Was that his name? You misspelled it. It's one S, one P. Next announcement will be that the Harry Potter open world game will actually take place in the Universal Studios Harry Potter world. They'll be all like, in fact, you won't be able to cast any of your spells in the game unless you have your wizarding wand from the Universal Studios lot. Oh my god.
Would you be interested in trading?
I told Isaac if we ever go to the Florida Universal Studios, we need to buy new wands, and he's very upset. He's all like, why can't we just have the wands that we have? And I'm like, no, need new ones. Why can you see them doing that actually? Because money. There's a mirror around here that has a web on it, I remember. Where is that mirror? It's not here, is it? There it is. Okay, this one is Bowman Wright, famous for developing the Golden Snitch. Okay. Congratulations, you invented one part of the football. Have I been to the Warner Brother theme park? Have you been to the Warner Brother? Why do you need new ones? Because you need new ones. God. I need another wand. They went up in price, I heard. We actually got them when they were like lower. They used to be 50 and then I think 55 and they've gone up to like 65, but that's only if you want the magic wand. But then again, it's like, if you're going to the theme park, why are you getting the fake wand? You need the fucking magic one. Like, no one buys the fucking fake wand. Everyone buys the actual magic wand. If you're gonna have a wand, it better do magic in the theme park.
I
I'm by the Rick December challenge.
No, we're not going. Not going to the Rick December challenge. You're just dennily asking. I know, but I need one. There was at least one or two of the other ones that I was actually kind of like the design of that I wanted. Plus, I thought it'd be fun to get another one. You don't have to sit in Ollivanders to go and get a wand, though. You could just... There's 2 entrances. One for the Ollivanders experience, which is honestly... not worth it. Because only one person gets to be in the front and center of the whole thing. And it's super scripted. Hello. How are you? I want to beat up a Gryffindor. Said something about not wanting to get all the collectibles, maybe do the story or just the magical tennis. I'm doing magical tennis right now.
Potter, you will now duel a member of your own
I don't want to get all the magical collectibles, but I am enjoying like experiencing the school.
I'm watching you, Potter. Don't try to cheat.
Expelliarmus!
Potter has beaten a fellow Gryffindor. How very disloyal.
At least it's not the $200 like the Disney lightsabers. Yeah, well. Yeah, I have no desire for a Disney lightsaber. I do want to see the Star Wars area at some point, but I mean, that'll be when we go and visit my family. That was easier than the last guy. He was a Gryffindor. He was stupid. This is a Slytherin. They're used to beating people up. They're playing Amnesia Rebirth when it comes up? No.
You will have the pleasure of dueling the
I don't even know what it is. Is it just a redo of the first Amnesia? I never played the first Amnesia.
Slytherin
Oh, fuck.
makes a very well-timed hit.
What kind of spell is that? Come here.
Harry Potter has beaten Slytherin.
It's the prequel.
How disappointing.
Yeah, I never could get myself to play the first Amnesia. It scared me too much. It's very doubtful I'll end up playing it. Plus, it's one of those games that if 50 million people are going to be playing, and we tend not to play anything that's incredibly popular that everyone else is playing. It's along the lines of, if you want to see it, there's guaranteed someone else that's playing it the moment it comes out. If we touch it, it'll be a while after its releases. There's only a handful of games I really want to play the moment it comes out. Most of the time I can, like, just move on and just do something else. We are going to go and follow Ron and continue the story a little. AKA, I don't like jumping onto bandwagons. I play when I want to play for fun. So, like, the Hogwarts Legacy I really want to play, and I want, just because I like fantasy stuff. I like the Wizarding World in general, and I like being a Weezord. And it's very much hits so many different levels of what I'm going to want. Whether it's good or not, remains to be seen, obviously, because it's not even out. We'll see how it is. But I definitely want to play it. Love to see you guys lie to each other in a bunch of TTT style game like Among. I don't like hidden role games. I have played them to death before, live action based, in the past, well before we were streaming. And I mean, like, I've played Werewolf, aka also known as Mafia. They are very easy to overthink, and people tend to metagame them. I don't like them. Hi, Cedric Diggory. As a result, I won't play them. Isaac has before, and sometimes he has fun with them. I don't know if he cares about Among Us. Neither one of us has ever looked at it. I have played Fall Guys. I don't like how people have turned it into a PvP type thing instead of it being just about the game itself, and so I returned it after playing it for like 30 minutes. I actually played it with another friend, and neither one of us ended up liking it that much. Which is sad, because my friend wanted me to get it to play with him to see if he would like it more than when he had played it the first time. And I know they're very popular, and I know that people really like them, and I see what's appealing about that kind of thing, but like Fall Guys, I don't like how people turned it from it's a cutesy fun game with interesting little environments with mini games that you get to go through, that you have all these people you're competing against, except for the fact that it's not just everyone against the environment. People start making it about being against each other, and it just annoys me because I don't like PvP. Yeah, popular doesn't necessarily mean good. It depends on each person. And so, but like
The greenhouse is right inside that door, Harry. I'll watch out for Professor Sprout. Good luck.
Let's be honest, it's when you had the Fortnite PUBG streamers all jump onto it is when that took that turn. Probably. I can see that. Well, I mean, that DJ, that's a very similar concept to... Dark Souls. I'm sorry. God, why is my brain having such an issue? Dark Souls, when it first came out, was really, really good with a lot of people that were very interesting to play with, and people that wanted to help you, people that you could fight with, that it was just fun to fight with. And as time went on, it's turned into a troll central game where people are just trolling each other. I don't like the PvP aspect in Dark Souls anymore. When I first played Dark Souls 3, which was the first one I ever played the moment it released, I really enjoyed the PvP aspect for the most part. I was never that great at it, but I enjoyed it. And then nowadays, I actively turn off the PvP because I just don't like how people approach the game. They want to wreck your day. There's this whole group that seems to think, oh, Dark Souls is supposed to be hard, so we need to make it hard for them. You need to learn how hard it can be. And I think that's really stupid. Because they end up destroying the fun by, like, min-maxing or even cheating and just making your life a nightmare. I don't want to play those games like that. Yeah, that's why you turn it off too. You just want to play the bloody game. Yeah. I enjoyed playing Dark Souls live when it came out with the PvP aspects on. I can't do it anymore. We'll say, since you played Among Us, one of the most simple and more interesting hidden role games. I know you like it, Axel. I have no interest in it. I will not like it. It does not matter how interesting it is. I will not like it. I have been burned so hard on hidden role games. I sat in a fucking, like, 3-hour werewolf game because people were fucking trying to say that they were being logical and giving explanations, and they spent an hour explaining, which ended up, the explanations ended up devolving into, if you don't agree with me, you're bad and I'm good. And if you agree with me, then you're good and everyone else is bad. And I was just like, no, none of your logic makes sense. Why are you taking so long? And they just min-maxed and metagamed the hell out of it, and I was just so fucking burned. I had a period where it was fun. I'm done. And that's very much largely goes to my board gaming experiences when I played those types of games. And I've tried playing those types of games online. It's no different. I don't care what anyone says. It's no different. People metagame the hell out of hidden role games. And the metagaming is what kills it for me. There's a time limit on explanation. Yeah, usually there's supposed to be a time limit. A lot of the times when I had played it, there isn't. So, and even if there's a time limit at this point, I'm just saying it. I've been burnt so hard with it that I just have no interest, because I can see people metagaming it. Like, once you get used to it and once you've seen people do it, you're kind of like trained into recognizing when people are doing it. And when you can see it and recognize it, it ruins it. Yeah, that's partly why it says it really takes a good group of friends. That's the thing. The last time I played one that I kind of enjoyed was with a good group of friends. But at the same time, that group ended up getting burnt out from them as well. Hi, Darkshade. How are you? And we just, and as a group, we had stopped playing those. It was a board gaming group I used to be part of when I was in LA. But yeah. So I've unfortunately tried playing them online, and it just doesn't work. And I'm not talking about Town of Salem. I have tried playing Town of Salem. I was bored of Town of Salem when I played it. Like, from the get-go, I was bored of Town of Salem. Town of Salem is werewolf. That's all it is. Stop it. Let me get this. Fuck town of Salem. Yeah, I mean. Oh my god. No. I don't know why I kept thinking I'd missed the door over there. I didn't. Stop it. You had to change so many passwords because of those dipshits. For Town of Salem? Yeah. Like I said, I played it and I didn't like it. I knew I wasn't gonna like it from the moment I saw it, because I knew it was Werewolf, and Werewolf is the game that burned me out on those kind of games. So, and I've tried again and again, different games, being like, maybe it'll be different this time. It never is. Not for me. But I do recognize that people do like Among Us, and I say more power to you. You definitely should have a good time if you're going to end up playing it. Oh my god!
This is a particularly nasty variety of spider. Their bites are extremely poisonous, so stay away and cast Rictus Sempra to stun them.
Rictus Sempra!
Oh my god, is it a permanent stun? Thank god, the thing is scary.
No! Rictus Sempra!
Who the hell talked to Harry? Was that the narrator is like, okay, I'm gonna be your teacher now? It's a very detailed spider face and it was creepy. Stupid frog, you stupid. So angry at that frog. Accio, chocolate frog. The summoning charm doesn't seem that difficult, Harry. You should learn it for the fucking frogs. It's a tiny spider in this game. Well, compared to Aragog. Spiders in this game are weirdly realistic looking compared to the goofy looking gnomes and turtles and crap. Yeah, well, yeah. Why were we in here again? I don't even remember what Ron wanted us to get. We're just so used to running around. We'll eventually find it. Just like, what did Ron want again? I like that. It's like, what did you want again, Ron? I don't remember. You really like the greenhouse. It looks like this might be your favorite part about the level. I mean, the level itself is much more interesting. These levels are much more well thought out and much more interesting than the first game. But also the game's controls, the fact that you can like move your wand around while you're actively moving around the level, the fact that you can strafe, it makes Harry more mobile and makes it more capable of doing different things. Because the first game, the way the first game ended up playing out, you definitely were limited. I think that's what we're looking for, that skin. Gimme. It's probably what we're looking for, which is why we're not touching it yet. Jeez. Let's get this. What is this card? Do we care about the bronze ones? Tilly Joke. Gained Order of Merlin First Class for saving non-magical lives during the Ilfracombe incident of 1932 when a dragon swooped down on a beach full of sunbathers. Okay, thank you. Remember the goblet? Didn't someone literally say that probably isn't juice he's drinking? Oh yeah, because that was Mad-Eye Mooney. Yeah, because he was drinking from a flask.
I found a bunch of shredded boomslang skin for the polyjuice potion.
That's great, Harry. I'll get the potion right now.
Well,
the weekly house point ceremony's starting soon. You remember where it is, don't you?
The magical bean room. I mean, the implication in the book and the story was that Mad-Eye Mooney was drinking alcohol from his flask, but it ended up being the polyjuice potion. I thought it was well done because even while reading the book, you didn't exactly suspect him. I already did that. I don't want to do it.
Hello, everyone. Looks like it's time for another house point.
Look at
ceremony.
Slytherin.
Let's see which house is ahead this week.
Ravenclaw's in last
It
place.
appears that Gryffindor is in the lead. Harry, it looks like you get to visit the bonus bean room.
Oh, why does Harry get to go? All the Gryffindors are saying. Ugh. You have a hard time reading anything you've read before? Oh, you're talking about like if you were reading the Harry Potter books? Yeah, I can see that. What the hell just happened?
In the second week of December, Professor McGonagall collected the names of those who would be staying at school over Christmas. Harry, Ron, and Hermione signed up. They heard that Malfoy was staying, which struck them as very suspicious. The Christmas holidays would be the perfect time to use the Polyjuice potion and try to worm a confession out of Draco.
How did I have like nothing on the timer though?
I ought to head up to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom to see how the Polyjuice potion is coming on. I hope Hermione doesn't need any more ingredients.
Oh. Depends on the difference in points. Yeah, well. Oh, well. Hey. Yes. You must put this many beans in the bean jar to duel me. Is Harry and Ron the same voice actor? I don't think so, but I mean, it's possible.
May I now introduce your next opponent?
Expelliarmus! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra!
Ravenclaw has suffered a humiliating setback.
Ravenclaw has suffered on a humiliating setback.
Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra!
Oh, a hard blow given to that Ravenclaw.
Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Rictus Sempra!
Don't let that go to your head, Potter.
Don't let that go to your head, Potter.
Rictus Sempra!
What the hell was that?
Expelliarmus! Rictus Sempra!
Oh.
Rictus Sempra!
Snape there, any guess? This is a Hufflepuff just watching everyone being competitive. Gryffindor and Slytherin are getting ridiculous points. Ravenclaw isn't getting enough points. This is Harry and Ravenclaw is last because the students can solve the riddle of the common loot room and they're stuck sleeping outside. I like that one. Harry, number 4. Look at all these kids. They're all my competition. Stupid Slytherin. Come here. Gimme.
Today, Potter, you will have the pleasure of dueling the great Slytherin.
Expelliarmus! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra!
No.
Rictus Sempra!
Snuck that in, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra!
Yes, oh my god.
Rictus Sempra!
Who followed? Wosak, thank you for the follow. No. I'm just dodging these. Wait for this to open up and then you throw a random one that she doesn't see coming. Damn it. She's so stupid. Why am I bouncing these back? Just occasionally hit her.
Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra!
Don't let that Potter get to you. Strike him back.
Oh my god, she's so stupid. You stupid Slytherin.
Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra!
She's so dumb.
Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Mimble! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra!
Harry Potter has beaten Slytherin.
She's all like, what?
How disappointing.
Harry fired those at Snape. He looks evil. We're doing Snape being an absolute prick and knowing the truth now. I know. Mimblewimble. I almost want to cast Mimblewimble just so I can hear it. Mimblewimble. Stretch. Hi, Ukami. How are you? How many beans do I have now? 627. That's not enough for a broom. Give me enough for a broom. It's a stupid Gryffindor. What if you have to fight yourself? Top one.
You will now duel a member of your own team.
No one cares.
Don't expect any special treatment from them.
Well, she's kind of stupid, so.
You, Potter. Don't try to cheat.
Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra!
She doesn't look like she's.
Rictus Sempra!
Ah, not another hit for Potter.
Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra!
It's like Red Death.
Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra!
I'm watching you, Potter. Don't try to cheat.
Don't try to cheat. How is Harry gonna cheat?
Rictus Sempra! Rictus Sempra!
I'm not even like throwing anything back anymore. This is all you have to do. Fuck tennis. Fuck tennis. It's about like hitting your opponent as hard as possible. Just throw your racket at them.
Has beaten a fellow Gryffindor. How very disloyal.
Imagine being a stuttering wizard by spamming the same spell. Not another win for Potter. Is he even there? Like, you hear him, but he's like not in the crowd. Harry Potter is number 2. Wait, how much do I have? I have 777. Let's go and talk to Fred and George. Didn't it show like snow? I wonder if there's snow outside. There's probably no snow. Unless it doesn't let you outside. It's all like, no, there's snow outside, so you're not allowed outside. Time to beat the Peter. God. Not yet. Can Harry cheat? There's tons of people. It's like, oh crap. Played this game so many times that you were younger during the blockbuster times of rent a game for 3 days. Oh my god, I remember those. You couldn't rent this one.
Hey Harry, want to trade? We buy in bulk and pass the savings on to you.
Actually, I need to look up the PlayStation version of this and see what it's like.
What do you have?
I have a Nimbus 2001, the best model available to the general public.
Because this is the PC version. So the first Harry Potter I played when I had people sitting there and saying, oh, I played that on PlayStation. It's not the same game. The first Harry Potter was totally different on the PlayStation because I've looked up some of the PlayStation playthroughs. There's levels and fights in there that don't exist in the PC version. And the PC version has a lot of differences. I don't know what the second game is like. I feel like the second and the third game were different. The GameCube games were totally different than the PC Harry Potter games. That I know. Because I actually do want to play the GameCube one. I've never played it. Give me that. Did you know you could buy a really expensive broomstick with jelly beans?
Sorry, old friend. I'm out of stock right now. Come back later.
Yeah, that's another reason why the consoles are definitely nothing like the PC Harry Potters, because PC Harry Potters require the precision from the mouse, and the PlayStation games I don't think had that. And the GameCube games definitely didn't have that. Game console versions are basically Harry Potter and the Teacher's Secret crawl space. I know that they had auto jumping because I know the GameCube version has auto jumping, whereas this one is like press spacebar.
Here's the entrance hall.
At least with the first Harry Potter game, you could tick a checkbox that had Harry auto jump, but it was kind of stupidly boring, so I always unchecked that. Harry, you already have a broomstick, but now he has a better broomstick. Here's the better part. Remember how the Weasley family's supposed to be poor? Those kids had an expensive broomstick up their ass that they just traded for jelly beans. Jelly beans. Their mother and father are starving on the regular. Jelly beans. Just fucking hell. Jelly beans!
There's the portrait straight to the Gryffindor common room.
Mind how you go, Harry.
The mother didn't look starving in the movies. Oh, poor Molly. Yeah, she wasn't starving. I need these. Look at all the potions I have I don't need. But by the point I'm actually gonna need the potions, I'm gonna forget it's a thing. I guarantee you, I'm gonna forget that I have potions so that you can heal yourself. And everyone's gonna be all like, why aren't you using the potions? I'll be all like, the what? Here. Because I think we're at the time where we need to switch games.